field. Adelaide United play their opening match at the FIFA Club World Cup in Japan tonight against New Zealand's Waitakere. The Reds have been hit by injury and illness and are missing 3 key players, but will still start as favourites. Coach Aurelio Vidmar says they're ready.
It's the first time we're going into this tournament. It's exciting, and the players are really looking forward to it. Very confident that we can get the result that we need. And 5-time WNBL championship winning coach Carrie Graf has been appointed as head coach of the Australian women's basketball team. She beat former Opals coach Tom Maher for the job. That's 5AA Sport, thanks to the new Brompton Hotel. It's 4:05, and now for SGIC, time to check on the roads with Rowan.
Thank you, Kendall. In Northfield, a nasty smash on Grand Junction Road. Traffic's down to one lane in each direction between Hampstead and Foster's Road. Clovelly Park, a car rollover on South Road affecting northbound up to Sturt Road. Truck has lost a wheel on the Ashbourne and Meadows Road at Ball Creek Road. A heavy tow is on its way, but most other majors are looking okay at this stage. New First Choice Liquor Superstore Collinswood is now open, and they beat everyone's liquor prices. Don't drink and drive, conditions apply. That's Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The 5AA official 4-day forecast.
A warm afternoon with an evening shower. Rain tomorrow with a high of 24, getting down to 16 tonight. A few showers for Saturday, 19. A morning shower for Sunday, also 19. And then fine and partly cloudy on Monday, 24, and staying fine until Wednesday. Right now, 26. More news as it happens on 5AA.
You've decided to buy an air conditioner. Well, here are just some things you need to consider. How big is the area you want to heat and cool? How many windows are there? Is your ceiling insulated? If you buy your air conditioner and installation separately, who takes responsibility? Is the installer licensed? Will you receive a compliance certificate? Will it be installed when you need it? Take the stress out of buying an air conditioner. Call a Mitsubishi Electric Diamond dealer. They'll come to your home and design and install a system that's right for you. And although they don't just sell Mitsubishi Electric, they do recommend them because they're quiet, reliable and energy efficient. To find your nearest Diamond dealer, visit mitsubishielectric.com.au. Mitsubishi Electric Diamond Dealers. Experts in air conditioning design, installation and service.
Looking for the perfect place to enjoy Sunday breakfast? Here's the answer. The new deck at the Birkenhead Tavern, Birkenhead. Enjoy your eggs and bacon, your eggs Benedict, croissants, fresh coffee or orange, whilst taking in the multi-million-dollar views of the Port River. The Birkenhead Tavern's new fully enclosed deck, where you can dine outside and bask in the sunshine. Now serving breakfast from 8:30am to 11am every Sunday. Enjoy the views and breakfast. The Birkenhead Tavern.
All part of the Barrow Hotel Group.
Bridie, what about the actual culture of the club itself?
There was something handed down some time ago which wasn't great for footy.
Have you been aware of the publicity your use of the word spastic?
The media in Australia has never been positive. That's why I come on your program when I can.
Accusations or allegations that someone from Soccer Australia torpedoed Oceania's direct entry into the World Cup.
It's an outrageous slander.
This is the 5AA Sport Show with Ken Cunningham and Graham Corns.
Yes, hi everyone, welcome to the 5AA Sport Show on this rather cloudy and grey old Thursday afternoon. 8223 0000, that is our number. You should know it off by heart. Now if you want to jump on the phone and have a natter about anything that's happening in the wonderful world of sport, I've said this many times, and probably this is the last time I'll say it. It is your program. You sort of dictate the items and the issues we talk about in this program for the next 3 hours. 8223 0000 is our number. Studley, how are you?
Well, the significance of that moment should not be lost. It'll be the last time you open the program.
Correct. And what a terrible opening it was at that, Stud.
Well, give us something. Give us something big.
Well,
give us a big story.
Well, I haven't got a big story. There's nothing huge happening in the world of sport. There's a lot of interesting things.
John Daly smashing a...
Oh, well, what happens to that bloke? The last time he was here, he threw his golf club and his golf ball into the lake because he stuffed up his shot. Now he's grabbed a spectator's camera and smashed it against a tree.
Well, I'm with him on this one.
Oh, you can't do that.
Oh, look, I am actually, because the guy's taken lots of photos, and he's right in his face with the camera. He's taking a drop. The guy's right in his face, so he's just, and said, look, if you want a new one, if you want a new one, I'll buy a new one. And the golf officials aren't going to take any action because the guy contravened the rules. You're not allowed to bring a camera or mobile phones onto the course. So Stuffing. What's the guy thinking?
Well, where's security?
Maybe he just wants to create an incident. Maybe he wants to get his name. Now, he'll be all over the news. He'll be all over the...
He made our news, but not the first...
No, not John Daly. The guy with the camera.
Oh. Yeah, well, smashed it against a tree.
I'm with him.
Unbelievable.
A bit of violence on the golf course.
Oh, no, I think you've got to have a bit more control than that, Studley. The other issue today, what about the raps on young Patrick Dangerfield from former Geelong star Turner? Goodness, who's obviously coached him. It's ridiculous.
No, well, look, where have you been?
Well, I understand that,
several times we've spoken about the conversations we have with Michael
What's making headlines in today's paper? People who perhaps missed our program would pick up the paper today and read where Michael Turner has said that he thinks young Patrick Dangerfield will be another Mark Rasciuto.
Yeah, well, we wrote about it when he got picked prematurely to play for the Crows, which is one of the most ridiculous selection decisions the Crows have made in recent years. He didn't need to play last year; he wasn't ready for it. But Michael Turner made the point he's as good a player as he's seen come through Geelong.
Yeah, well, I understand that.
That's the Ablets,
we're not discussing that.
The Bartells and Jonathan Brown.
The issue is he's comparing, saying he could be another Mark Rasciuto. That's putting too much pressure on the kid.
I'll be right.
No, like the kid that it had was drafted under controversy where they said they should have taken young Ebert. He spends last year back home doing his schoolwork. Now he comes over here and Mike Turner's saying he's
under pressure, you reckon?
Oh, what? Well, under pressure? The kid doesn't need that.
Pressure builds diamonds.
Not at that young age of 18.
Yeah.
I think that's unfair on him. I think that's totally unfair.
I don't think there's anything unfair about that.
Well, I do.
There's big raps on the kid. Everyone's saying he'd be...
Yeah, but don't compare him to Mark Rasciuto.
Well, they compare him to Jonathan Brown and Gary Ablett and James Bartell. I mean, they're similar players to Mark Rasciuto.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine saying that as a junior he was as good as them. But now they're saying... And the kid's played, 2 games?
Well, you forget what he played last year.
That's the point I'm saying.
A ridiculous selection decision. He shouldn't have played. He should have concentrated on his schoolwork.
I just think it's unfortunate. And the other issue today, will the AFL give Richmond permission to put Graham Polak on the rookie list? And if they do, it's more than likely they'll pick up Ben Cousins. So a lifeline for Ben Cousins.
Having set the precedent with Adam Ramanauskas.
Yeah, correct.
How can they not?
Well,
how can they not?
That they will. There's no question about that. They'll do it on Monday, for goodness sake. And on Tuesday, Benny Cousins becomes a Tiger, and everyone's happy.
Well,
and I'll be delighted.
They're all squealing now. You're always Collingwood a squeal.
Well, they all are. Yeah, they all are.
Well, pick him up if you don't want someone else to pick him up. Pick him up.
Well, what they're saying is they believe Richmond, if Polak goes on the rookie list, they've been given a free kick. Another pick that means they'll have 2 picks in the pre-season draft. At this moment, they've only got 1. So, and they'll pick him up with their second
pre-season draft is nothing. Well, it's not nothing.
It is. If you pick up Ben Cousins, it's quite significant.
Well, anyone could have picked him up.
I agree. But he's been the controversial issue whether or not clubs will pick him up.
They had their chance in the national draft.
Yep.
Anyone's got their chance in the pre-season draft to pick him up.
Yeah, exactly right. But that's what...
if they got a long-term injury listed player, maybe they can do the same thing. And
I hope he gets picked up,
get the choice before Richmond.
I hope he gets picked up, for goodness sake. Adelaide United tonight at 9:30 Adelaide time. I'm a bit fearful this with Cassio, Ogonowski and Diego missing. That's 3 very, very important players. And whilst they're going into the game against the New Zealand side, warm favourites, I'm a bit...
I reckon we could beat the New Zealand team with you at left back and me at right back.
Oh, now, what a ridiculous thing to say that is.
Sorry, it was ridiculous.
Absolutely
It was ridiculous.
Absolutely.
But I think they've got the players to cover and to counter the...
3 good players.
Yeah, like I'm always concerned when you play teams ranked lower than you, the complacency issue.
Correct.
In soccer you can always create an upset, but I reckon this might actually make them try a bit harder.
Well, I hope you're right.
It'll shake them from their complacency.
I hope you're right. 9:30 tonight, we'll see what happens. Their first encounter in the Asian Club Championship. 36ers killing them at the moment. Up come from nowhere. And the Redbacks, 311, the highest score. And
my man,
Michael Klinger.
My man, Michael Klinger.
Oh, he batted right through.
My man.
Oh, your man is. Tell you what, he's making me look an absolute.
He's not you. You said
absolute
he can't bat.
Idiot.
Can't bat. You said.
Put my hand up, both hands up, you idiot.
All those people are going to say how much KG knows about cricket.
I know nothing after that. Absolutely nothing. So there's a few things that you see your teeth into.
He's got a better average than Bradman.
Yeah. Answer me this.
Answer you this.
What happened when he was playing for Victoria?
He didn't get like a lot of opportunity. People
he got chances.
Yeah, but when the Test players came back, or he was out. I mean,
yeah, but he had his chances. When he had his chances, he didn't make the runs that he is now making.
A lot of players operate under the apprehension that if they don't actually make some runs, they're out. Well, then that builds a crushing pressure.
Well, there's pressure on him coming to South Australia because.
But I think the difference. He talks about the confidence that was imparted by our coach.
I'm wrapped in him.
So
I'm wrapped in what he's done.
Hey, how would you spend the $46 million that the government's going to give?
That's
Soccer
very
Australia.
good.
Soccer Australia. How are you going to spend it?
I don't know. I'm not in the soccer world, but I see where Frank Lowry's made the point that they're not going to spend it on entertainment. They're going to spend it wisely and properly.
There's only one way to spend it.
Oh, here we go. What?
Graft and corruption.
Oh, graft and
You've got to play.
You've got to play dirty.
24.
Not graft and corruption.
You've got to buy their votes.
No, I don't think that's the way to go.
Well, the other countries are going to do it.
You reckon?
Absolutely. Oh, I hate that word, absolutely, but yes, they will. And we've got to do the same. All the stuff they had in the big drum.
They'll do the bartering and the begging and all
what
that.
Do you want? You just isolate the delegates and.
What are you going to buy them?
Well, what do they want? They might want votes. They might need soccer infrastructure. They might need. You can't blatantly bribe somebody, but you can.
Well, that's what you said. Corruption.
Graft and corruption.
Goodness
because if you don't do it, someone else will.
Our country wouldn't stoop to that. 8223 0000. That's our number. Give us a call. We're off and running.
Get behind Team Crows Foundation, the cycling team, as they aim to raise more than $40,000 for the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation. Led by former champ Nathan Bassett, who has type 1 diabetes, Team Crows Foundation is made up of Adelaide Crows staff, past players, family and friends like me, who'll take on the challenge of the 160-kilometre or shorter ride to cure diabetes through the Barossa Valley on January 17th next year. Now, last year the team raised more than $30,000, and with the support of 5AA listeners, we hope to cross the finish line well in front. To support Team Crows Foundation in the Ride to Cure Diabetes, just go to crowsfoundation.org.au. Proudly supported by 1395 Adelaide's 5AA.
In one person's life, there are so many different stories. Stories of first-time experiences, funny stories, adventure stories, life-changing stories, stories that aren't so happy, and stories that maybe you'd rather try to forget about. All these stories can be best represented by photos, videos and music. That's why when you really want to tell your loved one's story, ask your funeral director for Centennial Park award-winning chapels. They have the latest audiovisual equipment to make it the perfect place for your loved one's stories to be told.
Harvey Norman's Christmas Camera Clear Out on now. 4 days only. Score huge savings across our range. All cameras must go. Digital cameras, digital video cameras, digital SLR. All the hot brands. Canon, Sony, Olympus, JVC, Panasonic, Samsung, Nikon, Fuji and more. We're Australia's #1 digital camera retailer. $30 million worth of cameras to clear with massive savings across our range. Conditions apply. Give the gift of memories this Christmas. Now's the time to buy. But hurry. Don't miss Harvey Norman's Christmas Camera Clear Out. Must end this weekend.
Hi, I'm Sally Hamilton from Hamilton Holden HSV. Whoever said all good things must come to an end didn't work with us. At Hamilton Holden, we like to keep the good times rolling. It's time to wrap up 08, so why not join in the celebrations with some amazing drive-away deals on Barina from only $13,990, Viva from only $17,990, and Astra from only $21,990. Stocks are limited, and they're already driving out the door. So don't miss out on our end-of-year savings at Hamilton Holden HSV, Brighton Road, Somerton Park. LBD 3600.
So, excuse me, what song would you have played at your funeral?
Oh, look, I'd probably say Time to Say Goodbye by Andrea Bocelli.
An audiovisual display can arouse so many emotions. When you say goodbye to a loved one, tell your funeral director you want Centennial Park's award-winning chapels.
Bit morbid, isn't it? Asking people what you...
Don't think of those things. 19 minutes past 4.
There are some fantastic specials at all Foodland stores leading up to Christmas, so check these out and stock up for the festive season. Here we go. 250-gram punnets of large SA strawberries, $2.89 each. Dandy Twiggy Sticks, hot or mild. Do you know what they are?
No.
Dandy Twiggy Sticks, hot or mild, $15.99 per kilogram. Orlando Maison non-alcoholic drink, 750ml, $2.99, and Mighty Soft Bread Rolls, 12-pack, half price at only $3.99. There's fantastic savings at Foodland. Sale ends Sunday the 7th of December and while stocks last.
Powell's massive Christmas catalogue sale on now. Parafield Airport.
KG and Cornesy.
Phone 8223 0000.
$13.95, Adelaide's 5AA.
Yeah, right on 20 minutes past 4. Don't forget Mahatma Cope this being Thursday will join us, and also talk to Mark Scapes, Dudley.
From the SNFL, KG.
Good news.
No, the SNFL thanks you for your unwavering passion and support of South Australian football over the years. It's at these times we remember there's so much more to sport than what happens on the field. Sport is about the allegiances forged, the friendships made, the characters and whose contributions are a credit to the game. KG, you're one of South Australia's sport's true characters. Your contribution has been stellar. We at the League wish you all the best in the future. That's from Melanie Reid, Communications Manager.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Charlie Lambie says, on behalf of myself and all the staff at NTP Forklifts, I want to extend our congratulations to KG on a brilliant career and for all the memories he's given the people of Adelaide, the best city in Australia. KG, you will be missed, but we look forward to hearing you on the Saturday morning sports show. All the best in retirement and good health to you and your family.
Thank you very much.
And Cornesy, since you sound so sincerely interested, I'd like to extend an invitation for you to come down to NTP and experience what most people would give their left arm for, a ride on our extensive range of world-class forklifts. I want to do that. Don't know when, though.
Cannot believe it.
And Ken, you should have a go too.
Thank you very much.
Hello, Clayton.
Hey, Graham and KG, how you going?
Good, thank you, Clayton.
Just first of all, I'd just like to, on behalf of KG and Cornesy Appreciation Society on our Facebook, I'd like to say congrats on your great career.
Have we got a Facebook page, have we?
Yeah, I think Leaf left a message on it the other day, actually.
We might check it on and write some nice things about us.
Yeah, I know. So, yeah.
Who moderates it? Who cuts out all the nasty stuff?
I'm one of the moderators, or creator of the group.
Well done.
Yeah, well done, yeah. Great stuff.
But yeah, so KG, you're actually a hero to us and to a lot of my mates, so thanks all the time.
How old are you?
I'm 24.
That's a bit young.
23, yeah.
Bit young?
What? No, I've been listening for a while, though.
Oh, well.
That's very kind of you, Clayton. Yeah, well done. Fantastic.
Well, I was searching through the cricket records just the other day on the cricket guide, and you still have a record, KG.
Yeah, not a very good one, though, Clayton.
the one-day highest partnership for the fourth wicket.
Oh, I didn't know that. Who was that with?
Greg Chappell.
Greg Chappell.
How many is it?
125 runs for the fourth wicket.
Well, there you
versus WA back in 1972-73.
Well been played. How many KG make?
I'm not sure. It's just got the partnership here. So.
Well, there you go. Didn't know that. You've told me something I didn't know.
Yeah. Unless it got beaten in the last few games, you're still a record holder, KG.
Is that on the Facebook page?
No, I haven't put that up.
Oh, mate, put it up there.
Oh, okay, I will. It's in the season guide, though, for Cricket Australia. So.
Okay.
You've told me something I don't know, Clayton, so I'm extremely grateful for that.
Yeah, well, no worries.
Batting with Greg Chappell.
And what's the Facebook thing called?
It's just called the KG and Cornesy Appreciation Society of South Australia.
How many friends have you got?
We're about 142, so...
we need a few more.
Yeah, we need a few more. I suppose there's not as many sort of older listeners would be on Facebook, but...
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Clayton.
That's very kind of you.
Yeah, no way.
Thanks,
all the best. See, we have to embrace all of that sort of stuff. KG, modern technology.
Yeah, it's all new.
Yeah, that's how the SAJC sold some of their memberships through Facebook.
Yep,
they worked well, didn't it?
Not that well.
Not that well. No,
not that well at all.
Barack Obama, I think a lot of his marketing was done through Facebook.
Really? Yeah. Well, there you go. Wonders of the world.
Hello, Harry.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. How are we all?
Very well, thank you, Harry.
Before I get on with my conversation, Ken, this will be the last opportunity I get to hear you on the weekday sports show. I've got to head back to Roxby tomorrow.
Oh, right.
And good luck to you and the future, and to you and Graham, Merry Christmas to you all.
And to you, Harry, thank you for that.
Thank you. Well, maybe the thing is what end from there, I don't know, but... hey, listen, as you know, I've always been a Richmond supporter, and it's been a long time since I called. And
it has.
The hesitation is there with the Ben Cousins scenario.
Oh, you're not happy with that?
Well, I am and I aren't, because I'd love Ben Cousins to wear a Tigers Guernsey, but I'm really got that hesitation that if something goes wrong, I'm going to, here we go again. It's the Tigers all over again for the last 20 years.
Well, what's the worst thing that can happen, Harry? The worst thing that can happen, and it's not that bad, really. The worst thing is he can test positive and...
Yeah, well, you met the jokes that Richmond have had over the years, and here we go again. I'm thinking, oh, no.
Nothing to lose and an enormous upside for the club.
Hey, as a matter of fact, with the players that Richmond have got, the likes of Deledio, Coughlin when he gets better, young Conchin in the midfield, where are we going to play Benny Cousins? Is he going to be a half-forward flanker or wingman in the pocket?
It's with the midfield rotations and the interchange rotations these days. There's plenty of room for, 6, 7, 8 midfielders.
Yeah, well, I suppose. I don't know. I'm hesitating a little bit, boys. Look, I hope he does well if he wears a Tigers Guernsey, but who knows what's going to happen in the future, eh?
All right, mate. We'll have a safe trip back to Roxby.
I will. Thank you very much, boys.
Good luck, Harry, and all the best.
Hello, Peter.
Yeah, g'day, Ken and Graham. How are you?
Good, thanks, Peter.
Hey, Ken, all the best for the future. Thank you so much for I guess, years of entertainment on the radio.
It's been my pleasure, Peter.
Awesome career. I think I first started listening in 1978.
That was my second year, actually.
With Jumbo, Paul Weston and Bucky Cunningham.
Yeah, on the Friday Night Footy show.
Yeah,
in fact, Peter, that was the first year the show started.
Was it? Wow.
Yeah, Paul Linkson gave me permission to do a Friday Night Footy show, and Paul Weston, Bucky Cunningham, Rick Davies.
Now, make sure you listen tomorrow night, Peter.
I will, absolutely. Maven record it. But hey, Ken, on your career there, I guess, was there a time or an era that you enjoyed the most, if that was possible to get an answer or not?
It was probably the 70s and the 80s. Once the show got underway, I really enjoyed the State of Origin, covering the State of Origin. Peter, I can recall going to Amy Stadium and seeing some absolutely wonderful games of State of Origin football, and being associated with the late Teddy Whitten was a magnificent highlight for me. The fact that he was theatre and he was so entertaining in himself, and I guess along with Neil Curley talking footy as we did in those days on 5D, and those years there, the 70s and the 80s were magnificent. But Peter, I've enjoyed every day of those 32 years. I've been so lucky, so blessed, and I'm so grateful for it.
Yeah, any special interviews that...
Muhammad Ali. We spoke about it last night with Menno Tutsidis, who was my producer at the time. He's now program manager at Channel 7. That happened in '84, and I had the good fortune. I was only a rookie then, and I'm still only a rookie, but the good fortune of talking to Muhammad Ali for 25 minutes, and when you sort of go to talk to a person like that who was at his peak at that time, you think, well, he'll give me a one-line answer or whatever. But he was so warm, he was so giving. He went into why and how he threw his medals into the river. It was honestly, Peter, and I kept it and kept it and kept it, and unfortunately it got destroyed at 5D, and I was shattered about that.
I'd love to hear that. For some reason, your interview with Gabriella
Sabatini, yeah, I remember that one.
You were going through a bit of a hard time in your life, and you actually nearly scored a date with her. I remember
that. Because she was Gabriella Sabatini. I thought was a beautiful, beautiful lady, a very attractive lady, and she was the one that I loved seeing playing tennis. And I was lucky enough to interview her, and she was terrific.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much, Ken. But just quickly on the Ben Cousins deal there, I think if any club picks them up, it's great. I guess my concern with Richmond or any club that realistically might not play in the finals, Graham, I mean, do players take on a different psyche when they know they can't win the flag? And
well, how do you know whether you can't win the flag? I
mean,
imagine
early in the season you can, maybe halfway through the season,
It seemed like Richmond now, it showed some real promise last year, and some of their younger players.
But they couldn't win a flag.
Well, you just never know.
Well, true, you never know, but
you get to the finals and anything can happen.
Well, I'm with you, Peter. They can't win a flag. No, you're right.
Good on you guys. Thank you.
Thanks, Peter.
You wish them well.
Another Peter, how are you?
G'day, Graham. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
and Ken, all the best.
Thank you, Peter.
Yep. Guys, just ringing back after last week. I was lucky enough to win the tickets to the Adelaide United game last week on air. Yeah. And what a fantastic game it was. The only thing I have to say is that the crowd was very disappointing last week, and I'm at a loss to understand why. It was the last home game before the boys went overseas, and then they're not playing back here until January again, until the 3rd of January when we play Sydney at the Adelaide Oval, and I would have thought everybody would have been out in force, and I was just I couldn't understand it.
What was the size of the crowd, Peter? What was the size?
Well, I didn't see the actual figures, Ken, but I think it was only, by our estimates, probably about 8 or 9. Yeah, it was really. Really did look a bit empty. So.
Well, you would have thought, as you quite rightly put it, they're now in Japan and so forth. Yeah. So you would have. Can you hear us, Peter?
Yeah. Now, hang on. Now, Peter, I'm going to put you on hold back to Leith to try and sort that out. But we've got some amazing news apparently breaking from Menno Tsatsoudas from Channel 7. Menno, welcome to the program.
Cornesy, we're making a regular out of this, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. To what do we owe the pleasure?
Look, KG, I just heard you say that the Muhammad Ali interview was destroyed many years ago. Well, I've got news for you. I've got a copy of it. So
you're joking, Benno.
You should fret no longer.
Oh, you're joking.
You're kidding.
I thought I told you that some time ago.
I knew you said that you had some old interviews there, and you were going to go through through what you had there. You've got it.
No, I definitely have a copy. I've certainly got a cassette copy, and I'm pretty sure I've got a reel-to-reel copy as well, and a few others as well that we'll talk about later. So don't fret anymore, and you can listen to Muhammad all over again.
Oh, thank you, Menno. You've made my day.
No worries, KG Cornesy.
And Menno, thank you for that gift, Menno.
How much is it worth? Menno, what's it worth? How much do you want for it?
Oh, a cappuccino.
I'll play hardball.
Well, there you go. There you go. It's not lost.
Yeah, what are we going to do with it?
No, I'll go and see Menno and get a copy of it and keep it. Yeah. Beautiful. Thank you, Menno.
What makes a local sporting legend? Is it a great nickname like Rocket Maynard, or maybe because your Herculean strength comes from being a simple tuna fisherman from Port Lincoln? Whatever the reason, 5AA's on the hunt for the Cooper's Premium Light Local Legend. If there's a sporting legend running around your club, jump onto the 5AA website, 5AA.com.au, and spill the beans on their list of achievements. Cooper's Premium Light Local Legends on 5AA. If you know one, tell us about them.
Ken Cunningham has a commercial agreement with Radio Rentals, Lifestyle SA, and Channel 7. Graham Corns has a commercial agreement with Radio Rentals, Corns Toyota, Graham Corns Used Cars, The Advertiser, and Channel 7.
Interest rates are dropping, petrol prices are falling, and now you can enjoy a luxury escape from just $185 per couple per night. Book a summer saver at the Stamford Plaza or Stamford Grand Adelaide between now and January 17 and enjoy luxury accommodation including breakfast from just $185 per couple per night. Book online at stamford.com.au. Summer savers at Stamford Hotels and Resorts. Exceptional in every sense. Rates are subject to availability, not valid New Year's Eve. Conditions apply.
Good things seldom last forever, and so it is with Angus Securities' fixed interest investment rate of 9% per annum, which comes to an end December 31st. They've held the rate at 9% per annum and passed on the benefits to investors for as long as possible. But in January next year, investment rates will fall. So if you want to earn 9% per annum fixed for 1 or 3 years, call 8410-4343 for more information and a prospectus. Angus Securities, rated B+, stable B by international rating agency Standard & Poor's. Phone 8410-4343. This is not a bank deposit.
Yes, right on 4:33, folks. It's Christmas, and it's time to stock up the wine rack, folks. And Four Wine Group, formerly Montego Estate Wines, located at Stonyfield Winery, are having their once-a-year Christmas sale this Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Get out there. Whether you need reds, whites, or bubbles, or bubbly, you'll find them at a price to help you forget the budget blues. Quality assorted Australian wines from $2 and $5 a bottle. Adelaide Hills Shiraz and Classic Dry White, $48 by the dozen, would you believe? And quality Christmas bubbles at $72 by the dozen. That's, sorry?
You mean bubbly, surely.
Well, it says bubbles here, Stud.
No, I saw it said bubbles. But
that's why I said bubbly the second time. But and quality Christmas bubblies. There's also huge discounts on label reds or whites from the Barossa, McLaren Vale, Pathaway, Coonawarra and Clare Valley. All wines will be available for tasting, plus there'll be a charity sausage sizzle. All these prices, stocks won't last. be at Stonyfield Winery, Stonyfield this Friday till Sunday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m, just 10 minutes from the CBD.
9,400 was the crowd at Hindmarsh Stadium.
That wasn't too bad.
Last week's game against Wellington, which they won 6-1.
Raining goals.
20 to 70% off everything and another pair free.
At Just Spectacles, get 20 to 70% off all frames and sunglasses.
And still get another pair free.
Includes Morrissey, Mambo, Country Road and Replay.
Conditions apply. See in store for details. Discount off frames only. Just Spectacles, 20 to 70% off all frames and sunglasses and still get another pair free.
Visit one of the 6 convenience stores near you. Also now open, Marion Shopping Centre.
Checking 5AA headlines, I'm Kendall Brettig. The jobless rate has risen to its highest level in a year, climbing to 4.4% as a result of the severe economic slowdown. Here in SA, unemployment remains steady for November on 5.3%. Up to a dozen more Australians could be arrested as part of a year-long investigation into an online child porn ring. A childcare worker, police officer and a senior lawyer are among 22 men already charged with trading thousands of images and videos of children being abused. And new floodlights at Amy Stadium will be higher and brighter than the existing towers. The new 75-metre light towers have been approved to replace the existing 57-metre ones installed almost 25 years ago. The new lights will be funded by the SANFL. And in sport, golf officials won't be taking action against John Daly, despite the American grabbing a fan's camera and smashing it against a tree during a horror first round at the Australian Open in Sydney. It's 4:35 and now thanks to SGIC, time to check on the roads with Rowan.
Kendall, thanks in Torrensville, slow for Citybound on Henley Beach Road because of a praying. An off-duty federal police officer is directing traffic there, and good on him. Salisbury Downs has smashed Kings Road, affecting eastbound at Donegal Street. Northfield, an earlier praying Grand Junction has traffic down to one lane in each direction between Hampstead and Foster's Road, one to avoid, and Clovelly Park. Still a bit slower on South Road for northbound while they clear an earlier mishap. Buy an item of women's clothing at Target and get 50% off the second item. Exclusions and conditions apply. See in store, ends Wednesday. Sorry, no rain checks. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
A few showers and possible thunder tonight, rain tomorrow with a high of 22 and right now 26. More news as it happens on 5AA.
You're listening to the sports show that asks all the tough questions like this one. How many different ways are there to be dismissed in cricket? 10, 8 or 12? If you answered 10, and here they are, no, only joking. You answered correctly. Now it's back to the gurus with all the answers, KG and Cornesy.
Yeah, go on to Blakey, 23 minutes to 5 o'clock. We'll play a behind closed doors a little later as well. Like that very clever John Blake.
Ken's got a soccer question for us, out of curiosity, given that New Zealand are part of Oceania and Australia has moved to Asia. If Wellington win the A-League, do they compete in the Asian Champions League? Given the New Zealand champion is competing there as well. I think they do. I think under the rules of it they do. Glenn says, guys, are you aware of the retrenchments at the ABC? Of course, there's more going from Adelaide than the rest of the network. The latest I've heard is they may not even be able to cover the SANFL next year. Best case scenario looks to it being outsourced, and with Adelaide's only remaining TV production crew at Footy Park each week, it could be very interesting. Says Glenn, all the best case. Right. Oh, we need a viable, successful ABC.
Of course we do.
Very important role it plays in our society. And with with $46 million coming from Rudd for the 2018 bid, maybe Australia has got a chance. The Poms have sundry lords and knights and celebrities like Beckham driving their case, but Loic could entice Kidman, Minogue, Mel Gibson to back our bid and highlight how well we did the Olympics if we win it. I hope Adelaide's included. We'll be included. P.S. If they nearly all crook, Viddy himself should consider playing, this is Adelaide United, get past the Kiwi part. That's not a bad point.
Viddy?
Aurelio Vidmar's still a good player.
When was the last time he played, though?
Well, people are retiring everywhere, Kate. No, not retiring. People are restructuring everywhere. And ex-guest went out with great emotion from his V8 supercar.
Been an absolute dynamo for V8 racing, no question about that.
The legendary Mark Scaife. Scafey, welcome to the program. How are you?
Hey guys, how are you?
Good, Mark.
Are you sick of saying goodbye?
A little bit. I'm going to hang out with KG. And what are we going to do, KG? We'll have a little club. And, it'll be like a luncheon club. You know? We'll be able to go and bloody harass people everywhere. It'll be fantastic.
I love those sort of quiet lunches, Scapey, that's for sure.
Mark, you just complain about everything, Mark.
Well, I don't want him to do that because we've got to be positive about all this stuff.
Exactly right.
Oh, no, Scapey, we saw the vision on the weekend, very emotional, and how was it for you? I mean, you had to drive in tricky races, but the emotion was almost overpowering, I would have thought.
Yeah, well, I mean, you don't know how you're going to react to those things, Graham. I'm sure, when you finish playing and stuff, you just don't understand really at the end the gravity of that, and it's different for everybody. I mean, a lot of people saying, "Oh, this will be unbelievable," and I had others saying, "Oh, there'll be no problem at all." So, it's different for everybody, and for me, probably all of it was okay until I saw my wife and
young Mitch,
and they were the two that got me, and that was a bit of a tough one, that one.
Scapey, it is hard, isn't it, when you've been doing something for so many years and you've been so successful at it as you have been. You've been the face of V8. You've been so accessible to the media. You're media friendly. To suddenly cut those ties, it's a hell of a kick in the stomach. It really is.
Yeah, look, that part of it is a little bit, but also on the other side, I'm really only. I mean, what I've tried to do is put it into perspective and say I'm really only getting out of the car. The thing that I'm doing is retiring from full-time driving. So, moving the door open to do some enduros, and also certainly, from an industry perspective and from a total car game perspective, I'm not stepping away from all that. So, I've got to just make sure that that I get that right, and I also want to get that balance right because I don't want to go back to being as busy and as out of control as I was before, so I want to be able to enjoy a few things.
Talking about that, you didn't need the accompanying publicity last week, I wouldn't have thought, and there just seem to be so many mixed messages in that publicity. 1 minute, your front page of the paper saying that you're being turfed out in the street, and next day, all your business difficulties have been restructured and resolved. Now, can you share with us, if it's not too personal, what's your situation?
Well, I mean, what the real thing was is we were already negotiating either for Tom to buy me or for me to buy him, and we were negotiating that for a couple of months. And the thing that was leaked to the press, or however they got that information, was just so inaccurate. It was, it was quite damaging. It was certainly a damaging time in terms of, the timing of those things. What it's like sometimes, guys. You're a long way down the track to getting something resolved, but all of a sudden it blows up. So I was disappointed that happened at that time. In some ways, if you're a glass half full man, you say, well, maybe that expedited getting it resolved, and Holden were fantastic. We've been able to get the resolution that I sort of I certainly wanted, and I know that from a team perspective that will serve the team well. And from a personal standpoint, we've come away from all of that with an absolute clean slate and no further drama, which is good.
What's that?
I don't know. It's a mongrel Ford in the background there, bloody going off. I don't know why. Whenever I walk near them, the alarm goes off.
Well,
I think I'm a desperate. They're going to pick stuff out of it now, KG. You'll get that when you're walking around in Adelaide.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Scapey, can you still afford a house? That's what
Look, it was so funny. Craig Kelly was laughing about this. You know what Ned's like. He got along the back foot. He said, "Oh, I can't believe these idiots. They've said that, you had to sell your house. You sold your house at the right time. We were fortunate with our timing on that, and I've been renting, which at the moment is probably not a bad time to rent until we can find something that's more suitable for our expanding little family." So that's exactly what the circumstance was. It was not
it was not anything to do with what the paper was saying. So, as I said, you know, those things happen sometimes. The timing of them are poor, and as it's turned out, it's worked out pretty well for us.
Do you take the good publicity with the bad? You know, because you're so accessible to the media. I mean, it must annoy you if things aren't completely accurate.
Oh, for sure. You know, I need to tell you guys that you wouldn't have, you wouldn't have been too far away from, you know, good and bad press on lots of different occasions. So, you know, that's just how it is. And look, you've got to take that in your stride a little bit, because, you know, I think most Australians understand how those things work, and at the end of the day, I've tried to clear it up, and you know, if there's still a bit of cloudiness there, then I'll continue to demystify it.
Scathy, will you be involved in any way with the V8s?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, from a industry standpoint, and you know, with V8 Supercar itself, and there's some media things that I'm probably going to do. So yeah, there's a lot of involvement there. I mean, you know what I'm like with that.
Yep,
I do. I'm very passionate about the sport, and I at the age and stage that I'm at, I've got a reasonable mix of experience and some energy to try to help the game, and you know, I mean, teams viability at the moment, for instance, is very important, and there's a lot of things that probably over the next couple of years we can assist with in just ensuring we're on the right track.
We've seen some innovative cost-cutting strategies with Formula One over the last recent few days. Will we expect anything like that in the V8 Supercar series, given the enormous expense of putting teams on the track?
Oh, absolutely, no doubt. I mean, yeah, they're being very diligent about what the changing landscape of the automotive industry looks like, and that's from a global perspective. You know, we've certainly got a charter to reduce the costs and to enhance the quality of racing. So that's what we're into.
Oh well, mate. All the best. I don't know whether you're going to get any real time to yourself, but you've given us lots of pleasure.
You've been fantastic.
You've been terrific for our listeners. We appreciate that, and we do want to wish you all the best. And good to see you've recovered from those financial straits, and we'll keep in touch over the coming years.
Scafey, thanks very much. You've been great, Scafey.
Thank you very much, and KG, all the best, mate. You just give me a buzz whenever you want. If I'm over there, I can certainly buy you a little basket press and a couple of glasses of personality. That'll help you, KG.
Mate, when you get over to Adelaide in the V8, I'll be on the phone like you wouldn't believe.
All right, no problem at all. Good luck, mate.
Good on you, Mark. He's been fantastic to us.
Yeah, Mark Scaife, retired V8 Supercar champion. He has. You won't ring him.
I will ring him.
You will not. You never ring. You never impose yourself on people.
I'm not imposing. I'm taking up his invitation.
Well, I'll believe it when I see it.
I'll take you with me, Stone. You can have a Coke and I'll have a glass of Chardonnay. But he has been fantastic, hasn't he?
He has been fantastic.
To us.
Yep.
So accessible, so friendly, so warm. Always got time to talk to you, Scafey. We're really grateful for that.
Coming up, another one of those very funny best of behind closed doors.
Give it to me, KG.
Another KG magic moment.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6.
Without being biased, there's nothing better than a baggy green cap. There's something special about it.
An Olympic gold medal is
yeah, that's up there. I used to think the English cap in the old days was special too, until they bloody changed it. It was silly. Get it back to what it was. It was a magnificent cap.
$13.95, Adelaide's 5AA.
The best reviewed film of the year, Slumdog Millionaire, is a soaring, crowd-pleasing tale of unswerving love. One leading Sydney critic gives Slumdog Millionaire 10 out of 10 and says movies just don't get any better than this. From the director of Trainspotting, the writer of The Full Monty, and based on the best-selling novel Q&A, for your chance to win a double pass to this exclusive preview and 2 nights at a Medina apartment hotel of your choice. Stay listening. Slumdog Millionaire, only at the movies from December 18. All thanks to Icon Films, Medina Apartment Hotels, and $13.95, Adelaide's 5AA.
The people at Cooper's Brewery are aware of a growing problem. After a few beers, the urge to SMS your ex becomes almost overwhelming. I love you. Miss you. Are you naked? all sent with more spelling mistakes than you can poke a restraining order at. So, to help you keep your mobile in your pants, Cooper's has created a 3.5% alcohol beer with a full-strength taste. Cooper's Mild Ale. Now, there's only a 3.5% chance you'll text your ex at 4 a.m. And again at 4:05, and 4:09, and 4:15, and 4:20.
Paradise Motors Mazda is giving you the real deal with the 2008 Mazda 3 clearance now on. Mazda 3 Neo from only $19,990 with free retro, free 3-year roadside assist, free 4-year warranty, plus alloys and sports trim. Excludes dealer delivery of $1,495 and stamp duty. Mazda 3 Neo from only $19,990. Get the real deal at Paradise Motors Mazda, 738 Lower North East Road, Paradise. Thinking Mazda, think the Mazda people. Paradise Motors Mazda.
Enjoy holiday retirement living every day at the Vines, set in the heart of the beautiful Barossa Valley, where you'll be surrounded by majestic gums, tranquil vines, and an abundance of bird life. Entertain in the privacy of your villa or the brand new state-of-the-art community centre, complete with a gym, library, and more. The ultimate retirement lifestyle awaits at the Vines, in the heart of the beautiful Barossa Valley. Call 1300 308 141 for a brochure. That's 1300 308 141.
Folks, don't put your renovations off any longer. The huge new Direct Interiors tile showroom is now open with unbelievable prices on imported floor tiles. It's the biggest and best showroom in South Australia, and how is this for a great offer? Imported floor tiles from just $15 a metre. If you're renovating or just upgrading your home, Direct Interiors can do the entire job from the ground up with a wide range of tapware and bathroom fittings. They're also the biggest door and door furniture supplier in South Australia, and you'll also find the best cooking appliances, including brands like Schmeg. I think it's Schmeg, not Smeg. Anyway, Electrolux and many more great European brands. But don't put it off. Visit the biggest and best tile showroom at home renovation centre in SA. It's on the main North East Road, KG, just up there.
Nice shop.
It's fantastic. They good one as it was, and they moved into this new one.
Beautiful.
Bigger and better. Why travel all over Adelaide when you can do it all in one place? Direct Interiors are open 6 days a week.
Oh, that's the one, yeah.
468 North East Road at Windsor Gardens, or go to the website directinteriors.com.au.
Powell's massive Christmas catalogue sale on now. Parafield Airport.
KG and Cornesy.
Phone 8223 0000.
$13.95 Adelaide's 5AA.
Yes, right on 8.5 minutes to 5. One of South Australian legend, Dave Flanagan. Welcome to the program.
G'day, boys.
Hello, David.
Hang on, last time we had a big blue with KG.
Yes, I know, but those things happen, don't they?
They do, David, and you get on with life and you get over it.
Yeah, how are you, pal?
Very well, thank you, David. Very
Try
well.
and suck up to him now.
You cut it out, Graham. Listen, Ken.
Yes, Dave?
Kenny, I look quite sincerely, mate. I really want to express my sincere, and this, I don't want to sort of get too thingy about, but look, I'll tell you something. I've actually had to think about what you've done over your time, and you know, I was saying to my wife that influence is far more powerful than dominance and authority, and I think that what you've done over the years is the influence you've had on people over the years, mate, is extraordinary. It's unmeasurable, and I reckon that it takes a lot of courage, a lot of conviction, and a whole lot of stuff that you exude, and I really think that the amount of influence you've had on sport and people is extraordinary. If you can measure success by the amount of influence, and I mean really positive influence that you've had on people, then you're a champion, mate. And I really, really appreciate everything you've done for sport in this state for many, many years.
No, David, I thank you for that, and I can recall those good days at Channel 9 when we had KG's Footy Show, and you were a very integral part of that as the comedian and so forth, and they were super days, David, weren't they?
Oh, look, yes, I totally agree, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. You know, we look at the present time, and then we actually look at how much influence you've had, and how many people that you've spoken to, but how many people that have listened to you and actually have been influenced in a positive way. And I really mean that, Kenny. I mean,
I know
we've had our ups and
appreciate
downs in the times, but that's what mates are for. And
exactly.
But your influence is extraordinary, and I really respect that. And I think that most of the people that listen to this radio station and the radio stations previous, and even watch you on television, and look, just the conviction you've had to to control the language, Kenny, has been extraordinary. And I absolutely have been blessed to be part of your career, and I thank you for that as well.
Oh, cut
very
it,
kind, David.
Just put Damien on.
Oh, he's here too. He wants to have a word.
Can you do it quickly? Because we're going to be
Damien. Oh, hi, Kenny. How are you, doll?
You're still waving the white flags, Damien?
Oh, yes, it's fabulous. Are you? How are you, doll? You feeling well?
Very well, thank you, Damien. Better for speaking with you.
Oh, look, yes. Well, we all have to go sometime, doll. You know, but next year it'll be fabulous when the footy starts again.
Now,
you know why?
Now,
Why, Dave?
Why? Well, because we can all start hating Collingwood again, you know.
Now, where are you featuring these days? Where are you performing?
Oh, just any little quagmire they put me in, you know. Oh, look, it's just been fabulous to listen to you. You know, a lot of chaps I know love you know.
Well, he's a gay icon.
Well, I don't know about that, you know, but I could have been a player, Graham. You know that, don't you?
I know. Could have killed a man.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, well, I was in the dressing room. It was like a smorgasbord in there. But actually, it was Ken that actually changed me, you know.
Oh, was
it? It was his things that changed my way of thinking. So I became the adjudicator.
So were you straight before that?
Oh, well, yes. It's because being just a normal person, you know, that wants to play with other chaps. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, I think the shows and everything like that. Well, never mind. But Ken, you've had a wonderful career. But listen, doll. Just remember, perk up, dear.
I will.
Because there's so much Chardonnay to drink in so little time. So just get on with it, doll.
Thank you, Damien. Lovely to talk to you again.
You just have a fabulous retirement. And I know that we'll see each other in the... Well, you know what I'm saying.
The club.
The club together.
Thank you, Damien. Thank you very much.
David, the goal umpire. And
man.
Dave Flanagan, president of South Adelaide, would you believe, and host at Comics Comedy Cellar.
That's the place to see him at his best, I tell you. Very funny man.
So you made a man. You had a huge blue with him, didn't you?
I did. Oh, well, that's what he said. But mates do that occasionally, and you feel for each other, become stronger.
This is all that you've... congratulations, Ken, on all that you've achieved. A piece of South Australia dies this Friday night when you leave the airwaves. You've come to represent everything that is great about sport and everything we enjoy about our state. For me, and no doubt thousands of others, while no man should have their esteem or identity tied to their job, you have transcended this notion and have become so much more than a radio personality. Your generosity in so many ways, your courage, your support of locals, and your extraordinary longevity are all qualities I admire and appreciate. You'll be missed enormously. I remain very proud to have lived during the glorious and great KG era in South Australia. Thank you, a deep and heartfelt thank you for making conversation about sport compulsory listening, says David Walk. Oh, well done.
Thor here. Know what day it is? Thursday, the most powerful day of the week. And there's only a few hours left before the next Powerball draw. Tonight, there's 15 million up for grabs. Gamble responsibly.
The three wise men had a camel to help them on their way, and so should you. Follow me to your local Thirsty Camel bottle shop, and you'll find Johnny Walker Red Label 700ml, only $29.98. $29.98, fair income. Horton Table Wine Range 750ml, enjoy 3 for $30, plus receive 2 bonus glasses. Or West End Draft 30 block for $39.98, and pick up a bonus 150-year commemorative long neck. Get a Thirsty Camel in your life. Now at over 50 locations all over SA. ThirstyCamel.com.au.
Christmas shopping? Get into Harvey Norman and take up our Christmas payment option. No deposit, no interest, no repayments till March 2009. Now's the time to buy the perfect gift with the Christmas payment option at Harvey Norman. No deposit, no interest, no repayments till March 2009. Minimum purchase $300. Fees, charges, terms and conditions apply. See in store for details. Hurry into Harvey Norman now for no deposit, no interest, no repayments till March 2009 with our Christmas payment option. Offer ends Christmas Eve.
Now, folks, blokes are always the hardest to buy for at Christmas time. Pregnant wives aren't easy to buy for, can't you? South Australia's only sports bookshop, Sportwriter, has a great range of gift books for kids, big brothers, husbands, uncles, fathers and grandfathers. If he's a cricket nut, get him the guide to this summer season. If he's a racing fan, Sportswriter is the exclusive retailer for the Victoria Racing Club's limited edition History of Australian Racing. You can pick up something for the girls as well, surfing, netball and tennis books, or stationery and computer laptop bags and backpacks. Great gifts if they're starting a uni course or a new job. Look, this is the store that's owned by Bruce McAvaney and his wife Annie, and if you want an insight to some of Bruce's outstanding sporting knowledge,
he's the best.
This will give it to you. So, look, if you're planning to travel also, Sportswriter has a great range of luggage. It's a fantastic little shop. Sportswriter, they're at the Bay at 63A Broadway, Glenelg South, which is near the Broadway Hotel or the Bay Hotel Motel.
Lovely little spot.
They've also got a website, online, sportswriter.com.au, so check it out. There'll be something there that you'll be fascinated with, particularly if you love your sport.
We all have goals, and depending on where you are in life, they'll all be a little bit different. Satisfac Credit Union can look after all your financial goals. So if you want to buy a house, a car, open a savings or even an investment account, talk to Satisfac, celebrating 50 years in 2008. Call 8202-7777. Achieve your financial goals at Satisfac Credit Union. 8202-7777. That's 8202-7777. Conditions apply. Contact Satisfac for full details.
5 o'clock on 5AA, a few showers and possible thunder tonight, rain tomorrow with a high of 22. I'm Kendall Brutig with Adelaide's comprehensive news. We can expect a bleak year ahead when it comes to jobs. The latest figures show unemployment's risen nationally up to 4.4%. Here in SA it remains steady at 5.3%, but the opposition's David Pisoni says things look gloomy for job seekers.
South Australia still has the worst unemployment rates in the country, with 44,600 South Australians out of work. And what's worse than that, 1 in 4 of our school leavers can't find work. We have the highest youth unemployment in the nation.
Employment Minister Paul Kiker admits there are plenty of challenges ahead due to the economic slowdown.
About how well we adjust and that labour market adjusts, and indeed where we focus the best energies to make sure again that South Australia, whilst it can't inoculate itself from the global circumstances, is able to be more resilient than otherwise would be the case.
It comes as mining services provider Boat Longyear announces it's cutting 67 jobs in Adelaide as it further restructures and consolidates manufacturing in the region. While economists are predicting more will have to be done to stimulate the economy, Savannah Sebastian from ComSec says it's likely there'll be more intervention to prop it up.
We are expecting 0.5% worth of rate cuts come February, and it's likely that the government will come out with further stimulus in the way of infrastructure spending and trying to prop up infrastructure projects within the Australian economy.
Up to a dozen more Australian men could be arrested as part of a year-long investigation into an online child porn ring. A childcare worker, police officer and a Queen's Counsel from Victoria are among 22 men already charged with trading thousands of images and videos of children being sexually abused. Deputy Federal Police Commissioner Andrew Colvin says officers are disturbed by the types of people arrested.
Trusted members of society in some instances, very educated members of society. And it's not uncommon for these people to know full well when we knock on the door what we're knocking on the door for. And in some instances it's a release for them to be able to say, you've got me.
A multi-million-dollar update of the lighting system at AAMI Stadium's been given the green light by the state government. There'll be new, taller towers with more powerful lights directed onto the playing surface. John Lyons from the SANFL says the league will be funding the lights.
Had proposed to commence in later 2008, early 2009, but at this stage, most likely the project would commence sometime later in 2009.
A Greek police officer's face caught on a murder charge over the shooting death of a 15-year-old boy in Athens last week. The shooting has sparked violent protests around Greece, but the officer's lawyer claims the teenager was killed by a ricochet. Another police officer has also been charged with being an accomplice. And Michael Jackson's famous jewel glove, which he wore at the height of his success in the 1980s, is being auctioned off. Jim Roop says around 2,000 of Jacko's items will be up for grabs in April.
Julian's auction says among the items Jackson is unloading are the grandiose gates that once led to his Neverland Ranch, all during a 5-day auction beginning April 21st. The King of Pop's possessions will be on display before the auction begins, and bids will be accepted in person and online.
In sport, controversial American golfer John Daly's been involved in an incident with a fan late in his opening round at the Australian Open. A frustrated Daly lost his temper, smashing the fan's camera against a tree after a horror round of 6 over. He left the course immediately after and then phoned tournament officials to say how upset he was. Tournament director Trevor Herden says spectators aren't allowed to take cameras onto the course.
This gentleman had taken a lot of photos during the day and apparently was extremely close to John Daly quite often, especially in this circumstance, especially when he was trying to take an unplayable drop. And as we all know, you're not allowed to have cameras or mobile phones on the golf course.
While two players share the lead during the closing stages of the opening round, Graham Bond's there.
An eagle at the 16th hole has lifted Matthew Goggin to 7 under and in a share of the lead with Western Australia's Stephen Dartnell, who has 1 hole to play. Kiwis Mark Brown and David Smale are in the clubhouse with rounds of 67, 2 behind, while Aussies Troy Kennedy, Craig Scott and Rod Pampling sit at 4 under, 1 clear of 2006 champion John Sendon, whose hole in 1 at the par 3 14th was one of the highlights of the day. Of the big names, Jeff Ogilvie is among those at even par. Robert Allenby finished at 1 under, with 44 players all under par on a day where the conditions have been perfect for low scoring.
And in soccer, Adelaide United will be without 3 key players in tonight's opening match of the FIFA Club World Cup against Waitakere in Japan. Casio and Sasha Ogdanovsky have a virus. Diego's got a groin strain. That's 5AA Sport, thanks to the new Brompton Hotel. It's 5:05. And now for SGIC, time to look at the roads with Rowan.
Thank you, Kendall. Still have that problem in Northfield, an earlier serious accident, Grand Junction Road. Diversions for westbound down Foster's Road, also very heavy for westbound and one to avoid. Oakton, 2 cars. Sutholts Road at Ross Smith Boulevard. Torrens Hill, heavy for citybound on Henley Beach Road because of an earlier prang. An off-duty cop is directing, but still very slow and a bit of a wait through there. Colonel Light Gardens, Goodwood Road, heavy for outbound, along with Bel Air Road, Kingswood for northbound traffic. New First Choice Liquor Superstore Collinswood is now open, and they beat everyone's liquor prices. Don't drink and drive. Conditions apply. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The 5AA official 4-day forecast.
A few showers and possible thunder tonight. Rain periods tomorrow with a high of 22, getting down to 18 tonight. A few showers for Saturday, 19. A morning shower for Sunday, 21, and then fine and partly cloudy for Monday, 24, and staying fine for the rest of next week. Right now, 25. More news as it happens on 5AA.
The Australian Government's Economic Security Strategy, in response to the global financial crisis, will deliver lump sum payments to eligible families, pensioners, people with disability, carers, veterans and Commonwealth Seniors Health Card holders. 2 million families will receive $1,000 for each eligible child. Eligible pensioners or card holders will receive $1,400 if they are single, or $1,050 for each eligible member of a couple. Carer allowance recipients will also receive $1,000 for each eligible person they care for. In most cases, the Australian Government will automatically make these payments into your bank account during the fortnight of the 8th to the 19th of December 2008. You do not need to do anything to receive the lump sum payment. For a copy of the payments brochure, call 1-800-050-009. That's 1-800-050-009. And for more information about the payment, visit the website australia.gov.au. Authorised by the Australian Government, spoken by D. Carter.
Times are tough, but at Suzuki we're doing our bit to get things moving again with the 2008 model sale. Get the Suzuki Swift Wheels Gold Star car from just 15,888, SX4 hatch and sedan from just 17,888, plus the Grand Vitara GB3 from just 21,888 with ESP, 6 airbags and alloy wheels. And they've all got Suzuki's outstanding fuel economy and great resale value. Suzuki's 2008 model sale. Suddenly the outlook is much brighter. See your Suzuki dealer today. Prices based on manual 08 models. Excludes dealer delivery and statutory charges. Metallic paint extra.
What were you doing 50 years ago? School, learning the ropes in your first job. Up to no good with the bodgies and widgies. Welcoming a little bundle into the world. Or just a twinkle in your daddy's eye. Back in 1958, a group of forward-thinking South Aussies were busy establishing Satisfac Credit Union. And like you, 50 years on, we're still going strong. So if you're thinking of a new car or home loan, there are 50 good reasons you should consider Satisfac. Satisfac Credit Union, celebrating 50 years in 2008.
This is the 5AA Sports Show with Ken Cunningham and Graham Corns.
Yes, welcome back to the 5AA Sports Show, folks. Right on 9 minutes past 5, 8223 0000. That's our sports line number. A little later, don't forget our mystery sporting voice for Morford Air, your Dakin specialist, $1,800. If it doesn't go off tonight, it'll certainly go off tomorrow night. I can tell you that right here and now. And our 60-second sports show sprint for Radio Rentals, saving SA since 1958. You can win a voucher to the value of $1,000 to spend at Radio Rentals.
Do you want a clue tonight? Do you want a bit of a number 4?
No, there you go, number 4.
The number 4 for you, last one was horrible, but this is sort of an indirect clue. It's not a fantastic clue, but it's
number 4, right?
Number 4. So not South Australian netball. Think forward half of the court. Not even a non-South Australian who played in South Australia, other than in a visiting team.
Number 4.
Number 4. David says, reading Collingwood's 2008 financial performance, we probably get a better idea why Eddie's no longer in charge of Channel 9.
Gee, they lost money on 2 hotels.
$8 million.
You couldn't do that.
Well, they bought one for $12 million and one for $4 million, and then sold them for $8 million.
Well, that's
because one of them did okay, the other one was
a dud.
A dud.
Well, surely you would have before buying them. You look at the books, examine the books.
Well, apparently they did that. Now there's all sorts of recriminations as to which board members were the ones who recommended it, but they can fund it out of the cash reserves they've got. This is what happened to Collingwood in the old days. They, got too big for their boots.
$8 million.
David Bassier says, good luck, KG, thinking of you this week.
He's a lovely man.
And Tony Keynes is President of Athletics South Australia. May I firstly thank you for your support of athletics in SA over many years. I fondly remember the special function you and Graham hosted for the induction of Bruce Frayne and the late David Fitzsimmons into the South Australian Athletics Hall of Fame, and as well as interviewing a young Yana Pittman, now Rawlinson.
Exactly right. I remember that. At the Sandoz Stadium. Yeah.
Telling us how much she liked chocolate.
Yeah, unbelievable.
I know running has played an important part of your daily fitness regime over many years, and no doubt helped in your recent recovery. That's what gave him a heart attack. Tony.
No, it was, running was a very big part of my life.
Stuffed his back and gave him a heart attack.
No, it was great.
No, no. Exercise is very important.
I ran 4 marathons, which was great.
All the very best in the future. May I wish you happiness, great health and success in whatever you do in the future on behalf of all the SA Athletics fraternity.
Thank you very much, Tony.
Fantastic sport, that, Tony.
Yeah,
Keep up the good work. Lots of discussion about Ben Cousins and, whether Richmond can orchestrate to pick him up in the pre-season draft.
Next Tuesday. And
he's pretty close to the scene over there. Played champion with the West Coast Eagles, a great rugby league player, and Channel 7 6PR commentator Adrian Barrich. Barrow, how are you?
G'day, Cornesy. Yeah, and can I just concur with all those comments you just read out and say it's a great honour to be on in this important week for KG Cunningham, no doubt about that. So one of the great men of Australian sport, and on behalf of all West Australians, mate, we salute you, KG. You've been an absolute icon, mate.
Thanks very much, Adrian.
Oh, now you made him cry.
You've probably had enough of all that, Cornesy.
No, he loves it. No, he loves all this, the accolades, and he says, give me more.
I do not.
Every
time somebody just breaks down.
Oh, well. Mate, it's been a magnificent career, even though he did umpire at one stage there.
Now, look, Ben Cousins over. We suspect over there in Perth you've had enough of him, but surely people over there want to see him get a club, don't they?
Massive support for Ben still, in particular from Eagles fans wanting him to return to the Eagles. A lot of people last night on our show saying that they're going to, if he goes to Richmond, we're going to become Richmond members, which I always say to them, well, are you an Eagles supporter or are you a Ben Cousins supporter? So that always throws them. But the news that happened today was that Kevin Sheedy flew in for a series of engagements in Perth, and he basically revealed that last week he sat down with Ben Cousins, and he more or less guided him through what he needs to do to give himself any hope of being drafted on Tuesday. He said, you've been sitting back thinking that the clubs will come to you. You refused to go to Brisbane to meet the board and all that stuff because you thought you were sweet with St Kilda. Well, now you need to go cap in hand. And he told him to go and see all the key stakeholders at the clubs that he wanted to go to, in particular Richmond, ring up Terry Wallace, get on your knees basically and beg for a spot. And it seems to have worked. They decided, look, Graham Polak it's going to take longer to rehabilitate than they thought. So how about this for a plan? We'll approach the AFL. We'll use the Ramanaskus rule and say, look, can we get him onto the rookie list and on compassionate grounds? And that'll give us an extra pick, and then we might use that on you if you can continue to, impress us the way you have since we've been speaking to you. And Sheeds has been running your campaign and endorsing you. And at this stage, it looks like it will probably happen. It looks like the AFL probably will give them the tick, I guess. They've got really no option after Ramo, have they? And Cuz could be a Tiger Cuz.
Well, there'll be a lot of clubs doing it. They didn't pick him up. Look, Carl Langner's been pretty expressive in your press over there today. He's saying we're over Ben Cousins, and maybe Collingwood's investigations, where they did actually retain a private eye, scared them off a little bit. What do we know about that issue, whether Collingwood did discover anything that the rest of the people didn't know?
Well, you'd probably have to get your mate Eddie on to ask him exactly what was in that report. But I believe that, Carl was being pretty frank about it there, saying that it was a 5-month investigation, and Collingwood came up and said, well, no, we're not taking him. And then St Kilda followed suit, and they were a long way down the track, St Kilda, after an investigation. So I think probably the hair test he clearly dodged it, was the final straw, and going to that funeral that maybe was a little bit ill-advised and got some publicity, and the guy ended up being a convicted drug dealer that had passed away. So all those things at the last moment didn't help his cause, and I think Carl's been pretty frank about that over here, which is pretty unusual. We don't tend to hear people have a go at Ben Cousins, but him and Dennis Cometti in particular have been fairly strong about it's time for him to move on and do something else, but it looks like it won't happen. Actually, you know what, Cornesy, what was your reaction when you heard that Ben Cousins may go to Richmond or was likely to go to Richmond? What was your initial reaction? What was your heartfelt moment? What did you think?
I thought, great stuff. At least somebody's... the fact that he's been forced out of the game, that he's been treated separately to guys who tested positive in the AFL system and are being protected. Look, there's nothing for a club to lose. This guy's going to be the most tested player, the most targeted player in the history of the game. If he stuffs up once, they're going to find it. And if he does that, he's out. So that's out. He's out straight away. Go, see you later, goodbye. There's no ongoing controversy. Bang, go. The 1 or 2 days of furor, and then you get on with your life. But if he is rehabilitated, there's such an enormous upside. The game must try and help this guy get back to playing football.
And that's where Kevin Sheedy was coming from. He's saying, look, if he can get through and get over it and be a role model for kids in terms of, look, I've been to the precipice, I've looked over, it's no good, it's terrible, don't go there, drugs are bad. It'd be brilliant for our kids. But I think you've summed it up. That's what my feeling too is, like, he can go out, KG can go out on his own terms at least, and they can't keep blaming the media for running him out of town or whatever. He goes back in, if he falls over, well, that proves that he wasn't over it. If he doesn't, it's one of the great stories. So. Yeah.
Barra, I reckon Sheed's message to him has been very, very good indeed. Clear, get down on hand and knees, and not beg, but plead for a second go, for goodness sake.
Yeah, well, prove that you want to play AFL footy and that you're prepared to go the distance
and make the sacrifices.
Well, I think it was such a shock to him that he didn't get drafted, or just after the draft, that most clubs had used all their picks, so there was hardly any left, and the clubs remaining were saying, we're not taking him. It's amazing. Most of us thought he wouldn't go. But Ben, he thought he was he still believed in his heart of hearts that because he was a Brownlow medalist and a superstar, he'd get picked up. So it was a rude shock to him, and I think that humiliation, if you want to put it that way, made him sort of realise, hey, I actually do have to put my head in here. I'm not going to be playing footy.
Well, and I hope Sheed's told him to work on his public image too, given the fact that he's never appeared to be remorseful. There's no humility there. I'm not sure what sort of bloke he is. Everyone says he's a good bloke, the guys who know him, but he still comes across as the bulletproof, cocky, arrogant young man, whereas he should really be throwing himself on the mercy of the public.
Barry, do you know him at all?
I know him. Actually, I know him very well, and I think you guys know his
So
brother.
What's he like?
It's fair to say he's changed a bit since he's been down this, drug track. I've got to say his personality's changed a bit, but he was actually an absolutely ripper fella, and super determined and focused and with unbelievable self-confidence, and he's still taking those traits through. But I don't think he really realised what position he was in, and his father's one of the all-time great fellas.
Yeah.
You probably know Brian, and that's why.
I do, Barry.
And everyone's just been laying off mainly because of Brian and Stephanie, the parents, because they're such beautiful people. So, but I think this was a big lesson to him, and I think the AFL's played it that way a bit too. I believe they are now thinking that maybe he can come back into the AFL. He's learned his lesson because they've taught him that he wasn't indispensable, that they could flick him, and it might have been a wake-up call. So whether he can hang on, and that's the thing, Cornesy, though, isn't it? Because if addicts, the 90% chance of relapsing, and that's the big hump. Can he get over that? You've got to question if he can beat the system, not beat the system, but if he can get through all that testing and come out cleaner. And Sheed said he could play for 2 or 3, maybe 4 more years, like James Hird. So it's a long time to have to keep your nose clean, so to speak.
Gee, Barry, you've got to hand it to Sheeds. Like what he's done here, gone over there, spoken to the kid, advising him what to do. He's a special person when it comes to situations like this.
He loves the game, there's no doubt about it, and he's done such great work with Indigenous people as well. And Clontarf over here got $10 million more on the back of Neesham and Sheedy, so they've got 9 more academies starting up around Australia. So he is a wonderful man, but I guess the story is about Ben Cousins and whether... I don't know if it is the right... See, the other thing is with that testing, like experts are saying now, that sort of testing where once you're one strike, you're suspended again and kicked out of the game, addicts are going to relapse, and, you've got to expect that, so you can't really treat them that way. You should sort of put them into counselling, put them on the long-term injury list or something like that. Don't just boot them out of the game, but I think that's the AFL has just drawn a line in the sand, so we can't tolerate it, and so it's probably not the worst way to deal with a recovering drug addict, is it? So, but that's what it's going to be.
Well, let's hope it goes to plan, or this plan that's been out late over the last 24 hours or so, Barrow, and he's still hanging around with the wrong people. That's daggers me.
Yeah, me too.
Surely he's got to cut ties with them.
Hard to cut your mates off, but hey, before I go, boys, I've got to mention Andrew Jarman. Has he hit town with a bang?
Has he really? What?
Hey! He had a big match at Lilac Hill over here, which is like the tour match. It was a 2020 game, and there were Australian players and South Africa. Everyone was playing, and he was absolutely on fire, Jars. I thought he was going to settle down. He got out there, he hit a 6, he ran a lap of honour, he cartwheels. He is a character. He has stirred the place up, and I reckon he'll put the waffle on the map this year. There's no doubt about it.
What was the cricket match he played in?
It was called the Lilac Hill Festival match, and generally it's a touring team, South Africa versus WA or an Australian 11. But this year they played 2 2020 games, and he was playing against a West Australian team, and guys like Earl Spalding were playing, and other footballers and cricketers and celebrities, and it was a couple of thousand, probably 10,000 people out there. And
gosh,
Jars was the star.
He can play cricket, all right.
You've got a beauty there, I tell you, and we've embraced him. So, and guess what? They've asked him. Scott Waters has asked him to be the assistant coach for Western Australia when they take on South Australia.
Oh, come on, Barra, you can't do that.
No, that's not on.
Can't do that, Barra.
He's one of the
is considering it, I believe.
No, he can't do that. He cannot.
I'll tell him you said that, Cornesy. Then I'll finish it. He'll say, no, well, that's it. I won't be able to do it if Cornesy says no.
You're talking a multi-Foss Williams medalist there.
I know. That's the waffle game, waffle versus Sample this year. And so,
no.
The Jars, he'll be torn.
That's interesting. So they've accepted him over there, Barra, Jars. He's been accepted well over there?
Yeah, he's a hard man not to embrace, old Jars. He's an absolute character. He's going to spark the waffle up. I'll give you the tip. And I'll tell you what, if the Eagles and the Dockers start struggling, you know who the media will be going to for a comment.
Well, that's why I left town here.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I thought he's going to come over here to be a very serious coach, but at Lilac Hill there was no signs of that.
Barra, good to speak to you, mate.
Thanks very much, Barra.
Good on you guys. Hey, KG, you're a legend, mate. I'll see you.
Thanks, Barra. Thanks, mate.
See you, Cornesy.
Adrian Barrich from Channel 7 in Perth, 6PR, of course, giving us some insight to Ben Cousins there. Well, let's hope it does go to plan.
You got to hand it to Kevin Sheedy, don't you?
Yep.
You know, listen to what Barra was saying there, the way that Sheed spoke to him and the advice he was giving him. You sit down and sort of filter through that. It was spot on.
It is right on 24 minutes past 6.
5AA and Greater Union's movie gift cards, the perfect gift this Christmas, are giving you the chance to see a screening of the highly anticipated film Frost Nixon.
Frost has hired 3 crack investors.
Can I be crack one? Can I be deep crack? You gonna shake his hand? After everything he's done in this country. Are you kidding me?
Oh, pleasure to meet you. For your chance to win a double pass to Frost Nixon, be listening to 5AA all next week.
There's a reason they call him Tricky Dick.
Stand by to roll tape.
You had a pleasant evening last night?
Yes.
4, 3, 2.
Did you do any fornicating?
Hugh David.
The American people need a conviction. I'd like to give Richard Nixon the trial he never had.
Frost Nixon, thanks to Greater Union's movie gift cards, the perfect gift this Christmas at $13.95, Adelaide's 5AA.
Still Shop Payneham. Chainsaws, blowers, brush cutters and mowers. Still Shop Payneham. New sales and repairs. Trust Still Shop Payneham. 388 Payneham Road. 81 65 22 22. Now open Thursday till 8 p.m.
There's up to 50% off selected frames and sunglasses at Lobman and Pank. It's your chance to get a great new summer look at up to half price. Call 132 905 for your nearest store. Conditions apply. Lobman and Pank. The eye people.
That was a Zach. And that was a Dina. And that was how much money you'll save with an Australian Central Club 55 account. Club 55 rewards you for being 55 or over, with higher interest rates on your account, special discounts on a range of insurances, plus there's unlimited free Australian Central transactions and no account keeping fees. Because with Club 55, we really like to make sure you'll save a quid. Find out more. Drop into Australian Central or call 131321. You should consider the terms and conditions brochure or product disclosure statement for insurance to determine whether this product is suitable for you. Fees apply for non-ready teller ATM transactions.
Buying a new forklift is only the beginning of the story. You need a company that can back it up with great after-sales service. So, who should you see? NTP. NTP Forklifts Workshop has 20 experts, factory trained in all the latest and greatest technology, plus a few old heads who've been around long enough to know all the tricks of the trade. And with 10 service vehicles out on the road, you're never waiting long before NTP are on the job. NTP? They'll do me. Call 131-NTP or go to ntpforklifts.com.au.
Powell's massive Christmas catalogue sale on now. Parafield Airport.
KG and Cornesy.
Phone 8223 0000.
$13.95, Adelaide's 5AA.
Yeah, right on 27 minutes past 5 now, folks. If you're looking for a builder to build your dream home, click on to mccrackenhomes.com.au and see the quality. If you're an investor looking for a reputable builder, click on to mccrackenhomes.com.au. McCracken Homes are a South Australian family owned and operated for over 20 years. Good bloke, Charlie Siliano, lovely family. They believe that building a home is a partnership and will always keep you informed as with what's going on. They strive for quality, reliability and peace of mind and will build your home to your taste, no matter what your budget is. If you're an investor, McCracken Homes will take care of everything for you, from dealing with councils, handling interior design and lease back. So if you're thinking of building or renovating, whether it's in the country or in the city, talk to the builder who cares. Yes, McCracken Homes. Take a look at their homes and discover quality, folks. mccrackenhomes.com.au.
Yeah, right on 27 minutes past 5 with KG and Cornesy taking your calls. Hello, Graham.
KG, Cornesy, good afternoon to you, fellas.
Hello, well, I recognise those dulcet tones.
I was trying to travel incognito, but you've flushed me out.
Oh, you can pick that voice anywhere. Hello, Graham. Graham Goodings, how are you?
Look, mate, well, how are you is more to the point. But before you even say that, I know how you are.
Yes.
When I first came to Adelaide in the early 70s, you were an icon on the sporting field, and a bit of a brash fella.
Yes,
but
I was.
You made your presence felt, and you really carried the torch for South Australia. I left a few years after that. When I came back, you had finished on the sporting field, but you became an icon behind the microphone. And I just want to say it's been a privilege being able to listen to you on radio over the years, to watch you on television, and just enjoy your company. You've done so much for this state. You make us all just walk a little taller. Now, I'm not even really a South Australian. Well, I am. You know, I was born Victorian, I have to admit it.
Yes.
But I've lived more of my life here in South Australia. I'm proud to call myself a South Australian, and part of that pride comes from listening to you and the pride and the way that you love your state, the love the people in the state. And, you know, you've given us all so much, KG. I don't think you can begin to appreciate how much you've given the people of South Australia.
Thank you, Graham. It's been my pleasure doing what I've been lucky enough to do. It's not really a job. It's been absolutely fantastic, Graham, but I really appreciate your comment.
KG, the best is yet to come. You'll find, I mean, you're not thinking this at the moment. You're thinking this is the end. But I tell you what, pal, it's the beginning. Take it from someone who's gone through a bit of a trial in life, and you think, well, this is the end of an era for me. And it opens doors. Things will just open up for you because you've put in the hard yards. You know, it's sort of like investing in a bank account. You've been putting in so much over the years in your account, and now it's about time for you to withdraw, and you're going to get plenty coming your way. And I'm just going to be excited to see what you're going to do in the future, mate.
Graham, that's very kind of you.
Well done, Graham. Nice words.
Yeah, lovely words.
Graham Goodings, Graham and Eve, fantastic couple.
Yeah, they are a fantastic couple.
And talking of Channel 7, someone else has just snuck into the program. Rosanna Mangiarelli, welcome to the program. How are you?
Thank you, gentlemen. I don't mean to step in on Graham's parade, but look, not at all. We were just having a little discussion in our office, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to ring up and tell KG, you know, as Graham said, what an absolute privilege it's been to have you on our airwaves, and, you know, just such a passionate South Australian, and so many people are huge fans out there, and you've done a fantastic job, and we just wanted to let you know that on behalf of everyone at TT, and we're also very excited for your listeners and our viewers to be bringing you live tomorrow night, 5 minutes of your last show on our program. So we'll be crossing straight to everyone's lounge room from the 5AA studios.
Gosh, Rosanna, I don't think I'll be able to handle that.
Rosanna,
you don't think you'll handle it, Kate?
No, I'll fall over, I think.
It's all a bit emotional, isn't it? But I guess it's so exciting to think of what's ahead.
Well, we hope so, Rosanna. We certainly hope so. But I do very much appreciate those thoughts, and look forward to being on the show tomorrow night.
Yeah, we can't wait to have you on the show tomorrow night. You take care, and best of luck for your last show tomorrow.
Thanks, Rosanna.
Just
I
wanted
appreciate
to say
your
our thoughts are with you.
That's very kind of you, Rosanna.
Rosanna Mangiarelli from Today Tonight.
Lovely lady.
And so we're on TV tomorrow night.
Oh.
Got the makeup?
I needn't.
Okay.
No.
Haven't got the makeup.
I don't think I'll come in tomorrow.
You always have. You never go on TV without the makeup.
No. Well, my ugly head. Why would you?
And then you leave it on. You sort of
no, I don't. Just I rush around. Just time to take it off.
Hello, Tony.
Good afternoon, KG, Cornesy. Cornesy, I've got a question for you. Are you feeling the pressure for next year then?
Oh, what do you reckon? What do you see? Tony Vidmar.
I know Tony.
You legend.
That's all it is. Now, if there's a legend, this man is.
Now, tell me about pressure, yeah. Keith Miller had the saying. I'm not sure Keith actually said it, but it was attributed to him. But, oh, dear me, yeah. But But Tony, it's about KG these next couple of days.
It definitely is. Now, KG, I want to wish you all the best. I know that I've been out of the country and the state for a long time, but I do remember when I had my heart condition, and I had many requests from radio and television to do an interview, and I never thought more than 1 second to take an interview, even though I still hadn't done my press conference to speak to yourself. So that just shows how much respect I have for you and what you've done for sport in South Australia and Australia.
Now, he's going to... when you hear that slapping on the sound, Tony, you know he's choked
Thanks very much,
Tony.
Okay.
How is the heart? No. Because I know that when it happened, Don Ronaldo called me and told me what had happened with you, and he gave me a number to contact, and I kept ringing, but I think you hid the phone, or he gave me someone else's number, but I had no luck in getting in contact with you, and just wanted to check that all was okay with you.
It was a thought that counted, Tony, and I'm pretty good health-wise, Tony. Thank you for that. That's very kind.
Tony, he hasn't got a mobile phone. I don't know whose number Dom gave you, but he doesn't know how to work one.
No, I don't believe that. I don't believe it at all.
He does not know how to work a mobile phone.
I just pressed the green button.
Thanks for ringing. Good luck to you too. And
coming from a legend like you, I'm extremely grateful.
Not a problem. All the best, up.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. South Australian Socceroo legend Tony Vidmar, of course. There you go. Good one. Very nice words, weren't they?
Oh, fantastic words.
Okay. But didn't speak to anyone else. Just you. Oh. How do you feel?
Do you really want to know?
I do.
No.
How do you feel?
I just wish someone would come on and abuse me. I can handle that better than I can handle all these.
Well, we turned him up. We're turning him away. Some bloke rang up and said, "Can you just give KG?"
I'll get Tilly to put a few through.
Well, actually, couldn't, because he said, "Can you give KG a message? Will you just tell him to F off?"
Fair enough.
I'm sick of this, he said.
That's fair enough. We'll put them through. Beautiful.
And we can get that one from John Doe.
Or Joe Doe.
Joe Doe, who writes with an unsigned letter.
Yeah,
Joe Doe. I can read that one out for you. That'll bring you back to earth.
That's not his real name. He doesn't put his address on it.
Checking 5AA headlines. I'm Kendall Brettig. Any way you look at them, today's jobs figures paint a bleak picture for the new year. Nationally, the unemployment rate for November's risen by 0.1% to 4.4%, the highest in a year. SA's unemployment rate remains steady at 5.3%, but both sides of politics and economists are warning the only way is up. It comes as mining services provider Boat Longyear slashes 67 jobs in Adelaide. Senior police admit they've been shocked by the extreme nature of child pornography produced by a ring they've busted. 22 Australians have been charged, including a QC and a police officer. While a Greek police officer's faced court on a murder charge over the shooting death of a 15-year-old boy in Athens last week, the shooting sparked violent protests and riots around Greece. And golf's wild thing, John Daly's exploded during his opening round at the Australian Open at Royal Sydney, smashing a fan's camera against a tree during a horror round. But tournament officials won't be taking any action against him, saying the fan was in the wrong for taking a camera onto the course. It's 5:35 and now thanks to SGIC, time to check on the roads with Rowan.
Yes, good on you, Kendall. Northfield major crash, looking into an earlier accident, Grand Junction Road, diversions for westbound down Foster's Road, also heavy for eastbound, one to avoid. Not so far away in Gillis Plains, a smash on Wandana Avenue, about 100 metres south of Grand Junction Road. Oaten, two-car smash, Subalts Road at Sir Ross Smith Boulevard, northbound affected, so he should be there shortly. And Salisbury Highway heavy going from the Port Wakefield Road overpass to northbound past Mawson Lakes. The usual hassles on North Terrace and Frome Road in the CBD. Big W has really hot prices on a wide selection of summer beach towels for the cracker prices of $5 and $10 each. Only till Saturday at Big W. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
A few showers and possible thunder tonight, rain tomorrow with a high of 22. Right now it's 23. More news as it happens on 5AA.
Christmas shopping? Get into Harvey Norman and take up our Christmas payment option. No deposit, no interest, no repayments till March 2009. Now's the time to buy the perfect gift with the Christmas payment option at Harvey Norman. No deposit, no interest, no repayments till March 2009. Minimum purchase $300. Fees, charges, terms and conditions apply. See in-store for details. Hurry into Harvey Norman now for no deposit, no interest, no repayments till March 2009 with our Christmas payment option. Offer ends Christmas Eve.
It's every man's nightmare, buying something for Christmas for someone special in your life. Not sure what to get? Head to Fireflies in City Cross. They've got heaps of beautiful gift ideas for someone special. And Fireflies wrap it all up, so all you have to do is pop it under the tree. You can't go wrong with Fireflies' range of jewellery, handbags, books, candles, homewares. How about some really unique art? Something special for someone special. Fireflies in City Cross, right in the heart of Rundle Mall.
You're listening to the sports show that asks all the tough questions like this one. How many times did Fred Phillips lead the SANFL goal kicking? 3, 7, or 5? If you answered 5 times, you answered correctly. Now it's back to the gurus with all the answers, KG and Cornesy.
Yeah, good on you, Blakey. Right on 22 minutes to 6, 8223 0000. That's our sports line number. Coming up a little later, we'll talk to Mark Bickley about a special event coming up for the Crows.
Very shortly, though.
The sporting guru.
Oh, the sporting guru, KG. One of the reasons that so many people listen to you. Now, look, you never... Well, listen to you. I wasn't there when he first came on the scene.
No,
have been for a while. Now, look, you're never far from your local Sip and Save, and at SA's largest independent liquor group, you're never far from a bargain. You'll pick up a 30-pack of West End draft cans from Sip and Save this week for $39.99, just over $1 a can. And you'll receive a bonus long neck. Still got those, have they? Those long necks.
Beautiful.
And stay tuned, because over the course of the night, we'll give away a free 30-pack of West End draft to 2 of our callers. So you're never far from your local Sip and Save. And remember, at Sip and Save, you're never far from a bargain. Sip and Save, a 30-pack of West End draft cans for $39.99, plus your chance at a free 30-pack of West End draft. You must be over 18 to enter. Probably got to be over 18 to buy the stuff, haven't you? Okay.
Yep.
So stay tuned. And now, proudly present... Well,
it's the last time I'll speak with him.
Presented by Sip and Save. The last time KG and Mahatma come together on this sporting program. Mahatma Coat, welcome to the program.
Yes, thank you very much, Cornesy. Good evening to you. Good evening, Cunnington, you champion. And now your end is near, and so you are facing a pair of beef curtains.
Mahatma, it's been a wonderful journey, my friend.
Cunnington, Cunnington, I'm not interrupting, but today I was speaking to a very, very good friend of mine who I'm here with in the Gold Coast on the and I said, where has 20 years gone, Cunnington?
I know, it's just unbelievable, Mahatma, when our very good and late friend David Hook said, I've got a special friend that I want to introduce to the program, KG. His name is Mahatma Coat, and I thought, goodness gracious me, what a horrible and strange name.
Cunnington, it seems to me like that was only yesterday.
Yes.
And 20 years has gone, but Cunnington, in that time, it has been a wonderful, wonderful pleasure. And we have met some wonderful people. Cunnington, I am having a celebratory party for you today, isn't it?
Oh, really? What have you been doing?
Well, I have got, Cunnington, everyone has flown out from all parts of the world.
Oh, you're kidding.
And they are here.
You're joking. Who's there?
No, sir. Everyone is here, and quiet down, you idiots.
The coconut, I've...
Well, they can't speak.
Well, I've got a mental image of the coconuts.
Well, they are here.
Oh.
But they can't speak. But let's start off with the game that Cunnington thrilled Australia with, the game of cricket, and the entire commentary team is here.
Oh, really?
Thank you very, very much. Shall I put them on in order?
Oh, yes, please, perhaps.
Thank you. Well, let's start with the big man. He's got the beige on today, and it's a very, very good evening to Richie Bennett.
Oh, my favourite commentator, Richie. How are you?
Marvellous, Ken. Just a little bit overwhelmed by the whole situation, I have to tell you. But I've got to say, I have spent the last 20 years of my time in the commentary box just tuned in to 5AA of a Thursday afternoon. and listening to the marvellous comments that have come out of that area. Started up with David Hooks, very good friend of mine, and a sad loss to Australian cricket. And then Graham Corns, well, you can't help bad luck, but he was in there. And you came with him, but we just want to say, on behalf of Bill and Tony, and in fact they're here, they're going to speak to you, but I would like to say it has been a great pleasure to talk to you. I have admired your work, and you'll be sadly missed.
Richie, thank you for that. It's great. As I've said to Studley many times, you are, along with Ian Chappell, my favourite commentator.
Yeah, well, thanks very much, Richie. You didn't introduce me, but I've got to say, it's Tony Gregg here.
You wanker.
Tony Gregg here, KG.
You are a wanker.
Hello, Greggy.
Yeah, thanks very much, Cornesy. I think you're a bloody wanker as well. And I've got to say, KG, well, I don't know what the bastards have done to you. Like, really, what's the bloody management doing down there? It's a bit like Channel 9 at the moment. The big fella KP has passed, and, there's just a whole bunch of crap going on in here at the moment, too, I can tell you.
Well, Greggy, it's been great listening to you on the radio, on the TV. You can be a bit controversial at times, but I've thoroughly enjoyed it.
I've got to be, KG. You know the situation. I really don't know too much about the game. If I can make everyone laugh with the pitch report or that sort of thing, or keep the old bullshit going with Bill. Speaking of Bill, he's here and he wants to get on and talk to you. Goodbye, KG.
See ya, Tony. Thanks, Greggy. Fando, good man.
Yeah, great, KG. I'm a bit overcome myself. I've got to say, we've spent a lot of years talking about cricket, the great game, and we've set up the atmosphere. We've had marvellous conversations, and Merv Hughes, I still love that great man, and I know you've been harsh on him on occasions, KG, but we still love you. And you're going, you're 70, I suppose. You're just a bit too bloody old, really. Okay, Bill, that'll be enough. I've got someone here now who's come all the way from Barbados.
Oh.
And
not Banana Ghana.
He's here.
No.
He is, to say the least, he's been hanging loose all day, KG, if you know what I mean. And Shiraz has been hanging very close to him. I'll put him on.
I'd love to speak to Banana.
Thank you.
Hello, Banana.
How you doing? Now, Cullington.
Yes, Banana.
The time we have spoken on the phone, I got to tell you, you are a cricket legend. I mean, I love what you're doing. It's a bit of a shame that, Cornesy does not know nothing about cricket, but he was some sort of a football coach, which was good. I made the trip over from Barbados, where people will tune in on the internet these days and listen to your show. We love the show in Barbados. I really hold the pair of you in high regard. And I just want to say, Cunnington,
Banana,
that it has been a great pleasure to meet you. It has been a great pleasure to talk cricket with you. And we shall miss you.
Oh, Banana, that's very kind of you, Banana. I'm going to miss you, Banana.
Listen, I'm going to do the introductions, back to me, Richie, and I've got one guy here at the moment, got to say, been a bit over the top today, wearing a kilt, and has really entertained everyone.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Jock McClintock is his name, and he and Chappelli have been just drinking a few. Chappelli said he'd like to say his goodbyes to you personally, which I think is just a marvellous thing too.
Yeah.
But I'll put the man in the kilt on. It's a marvellous piece of tartan he has. Albeit, Cornesy, just let me tell you, have that dumb button ready to stand by, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yes, but he's one of our favourites, Richie. We like his earthy, no-nonsense qualities.
I'll put him on. Jock, put the drink down, mate. Yeah.
Hello, Jock.
That's a pint glass, and that's for beer, not scotch, you idiot. They're finally getting rid of the bastards.
Yeah, I'm going.
Tell him to shove it up that clacker. Hey. You love to Scotland. You're loved by the gays, you're loved by the straights.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah, straight. Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's been great talking with you, Jock. You've been terrific.
Yeah, well, you know your soccer. I mean, you know your football. Yeah, you know, at 17 years of age, I played at Hampden Park, you know.
Yeah.
You know, it's been a great thing. Australia coming to the fore. They've had some weird coaches, you know, Goose Hiddink and all that shit, you know. Yeah, Scotsman coach the thing. I put my name forward. But listen, just want to say, KG.
Yes, Jock?
Never said too much on your show that was bad.
Hang on, we had to dump you all the time.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah, and the same with you, Cons. You prick. That's all I'm going to say. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Jock.
Yeah, I told you it wouldn't be good. Got a bloke here from Russia has entertained us all day.
I love him, Nokabolikov.
Ivan Nokabolikov.
Yeah, great weightlifting coach.
He, you know, KG, we spoke, and Cornesy, we spoke all those years about the Olympics.
Yes.
And he kept us abreast of what was happening in most of the Olympic teams around the world. Ivan Nokabolikov, big unit, has had 4 family-sized pizzas this afternoon and a half a dozen VBs with every pizza.
Oh, okay. I've got to speak with Ivan.
I really liked the vodka.
He does. But today has been a beer day for him, and Cornesy, don't muck up my stories, okay? I'll put him on, all right?
Hello, Ivan.
How are you?
Hasn't quite got
You
it
didn't
yet.
quite get it, did you? No.
No.
I think I was trying someone in
To say Taravarashara,
Yes.
and there he is now, you see?
someone impersonating you before Ivan.
But that doesn't matter, Cunnington. You are held in highest regard in Moscow, particularly with KGB, who know that you are just too stupid to be a spy. But we would like to say that on behalf of Russian Olympic team, it has been very good to hear comments by KG Cunnington over years. Very fair man. Cons, if you ever come to Russia, you end up in Siberia.
Hey, I'm actually quite a good friend of your president.
Who, Putin?
No, the new one, Medvedev.
Yeah, Medvedev. You are good friends with Medvedev?
Oh, so you just be careful.
Yes.
Well, you might end up in Georgia.
Yeah. I think the last one, the Pushkin. Pushkin, and I have been out with him when there has been lots of Pushkin and Shovin.
Yeah, look, no, put Ivan back because
he's back.
I'm intrigued about the 2 weightlifting events as to which one you have the greatest success coaching.
I have always been fond of the snatch. Although my wife was very fond of clean and jerk.
But you have to
For me, I have always concentrated on the snatch. And nothing will change.
You have to combine the two of them, though, don't you?
You do. If you are going to do a snatch first, you must have good clean and jerk.
See?
Yeah, thanks, Ivan. I think we know where you're going with that one. I would just put on an Englishman here. He has been marvellous today. Good friend with Godfrey Evans, he tells me. I'm not too sure whether that's the case. But his name is Charles St. John Smythe. He's made many appearances.
Yes, we loved him.
Largely because he is like he is now. He's about as full as a fairy's phone book, in fact. He's as full as a fat lady's sock, I can tell you. But I'll put him on. Charles, yeah, just mind the chair, mate. Yeah.
Hello, Charles.
I say hello, coming to the aisle. It's been a bloody long time since he's spoken.
Yeah, well, it has been. We'd almost forgotten
I
you.
must admit, when I heard the news you were going Cunnington, I thought, oh, bastard, you know, what have they done to you?
Hey, Charles, I've told... What's the language, mate?
Oh, thank you, Benno. BBC One, British Benno. What is this? Here in Australia, it's bloody fantastic to be here, but sad news, Cunnington.
bugger. That's all I could say.
See you, Charles.
Okay. He was. I'd forgotten about him.
I knew you had. See, and so with the bloody bosses there at 500, but never mind. Bloody more
I think you might have saved your career.
One fellow that... Charles, off you get. I've got to say, one guy who has not said too much today because he doesn't speak a bloody word of English, and why Mahatma had him here is unbeknownst to me, but he's come all the way from Peking, Beijing,
yeah.
And it's who fucked you? Who? Come over here, mate.
What's his first name?
And then fuck you is his second name. I'll stick him on. He's going to say something in Chinese, which you may not have to do, Cornesy.
Oh, give it up.
What's the foot?
Here you go, mate. As quick as you can, okay?
Hello, Foo.
Hello, Foo. Is it Chuck?
Olympic.
We got that part.
Good on you, mate.
That was great.
Yeah,
that's good.
Coming from a part of the world where KG, lots of controversy at the present time.
Yeah.
And just reading in the newspaper today, a couple of more cricketers, particularly from Queensland, have signed for the IPL,
nice.
but won't be going to this country anymore, to Pakistan. But I know one of your favourite all-rounders in the world was Imran Khan.
Ah, yes.
And we've got his nephew here, well, his two nephews, Isa Khan and Isa Khan too. Isa?
Isa. Hello, Isa.
KG, I'm very sorry to hear the news that you are finishing.
Yes, Isa, but everything comes to an end, Isa.
Well, I mean, like my uncle Imran Khan, I mean, it was just, coming to a political height for him, and he was doing everything fantastic when they are pulling the rug out from him.
Yes, very sad.
What was the extent of his friendship with Benazir?
Oh, Benazir Bhutto?
Yeah, well,
well, there is no friendship anymore. She's under the ground, Corns. Hello?
No, I said past tense. What was?
Well, yes, Benazir and Imran were quite close. I mean, Imran has been close with a lot of people, although not with one particular Jewish lady anymore.
No,
but sad, but...
Yeah, thanks, Isa. I don't like where we're going with that one. No. KG?
Yep.
I've got Mahatma now.
Hey, there's one more we haven't heard from.
Who's that?
There's a guy called Kyron Blumpton there.
No,
I forgot.
Where's Kyron?
He's over there, and I tell you, how could I miss him? He is wearing the most magnificent pink and yellow suit today. Yellow pants with a pink top, and it just looks a picture. And I'm going to put him on right now.
Oh,
Kyron? Yeah. Yeah, that's a plastic vase, Kyron. No, it doesn't take batteries, mate. Flowers. You put flowers in it.
Hello, Kyron. How are you?
Hi, KG. I just can't believe it. Hi. Okay, Graham. How are you?
Oh, yeah, good on you, Kyron.
Look, it's just... Okay, it's just the last time we're probably ever going to speak on the radio. Gosh, I've been around everywhere. I'm over in America at the present time just to try and put a deal between Thorpe and Phelpsy.
Oh, okay. That'll be good.
They're going to do a sort of a duo thing where they're going to go around the world speaking. Oh, it's a gorgeous guy, that Phil.
Big ears.
Oh, I know. And I tell you, if you can get a hold of them... Well, I mean, like to talk to him. But he's got... KG, you're an icon for our lot.
Yeah.
They love you. They said you've been an honest man. I know when I've spoken to you, I can just hear the integrity and the credibility just in your voice. And when I saw you the first time on Channel 9 on that news, I've got to say, I thought, God, what a handsome people you were. And I wanted to say that to you all the time, Graham.
Oh, thank you, Kyron.
No, to KG, but... Yeah, okay, that's it. Now, Mahatma...
Yes.
Yes, thank you very much. What about me having a go, you stupid old... Wait, no... Okay, I've got a little poem for you, Cunnington.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, ma'am. As we say farewell.
As we say farewell. Now, I don't want you to cut me off too early, Corns.
Oh, righto.
Righto. Because I'm telling you, I swear to you, there is nothing bad in this poem.
Righto.
Promise you.
Right.
All right. Shiraz, start the music. We started with Hoxie 20 years ago, and you had a little stutter. You liked your sport, you liked your beer. And on the horses, you liked a little flutter. We became good friends. I got a weekly spot. You got to know all of my nieces. I became quite popular. Everyone laughed. Except when Cornesy dumped over good paces. Every Thursday at 5, I would call AA, and we always did it live. There were no notes, there were no rehearsals. Just quick-witted gags, and the people piss themselves when they drive. Okay?
Yeah. Magnificent, man.
I've called you from Russia, from China, US, and Spain. And once from an Albanian punt. I remember that night, Cunnington, because the man driving the boat called me an Indian fool. But it's finishing now, Cunnington. I don't agree. I'll miss you, and I wish you good luck. But the boss at 5AA, he doesn't think like me, and told me he couldn't give a hoot. So, put your feet up, KG. Travel around. Go see the sights of our great nation. I don't think you will do that, though. You're a radio star. And you'll be working with me next year on another Adelaide station. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mahatma.
One more thing.
Yes.
There's one more guest here who wants to say hello.
Okay.
His name is Richie, and he's a friend of mine. I'm putting him on.
Oh, I know.
Hello, Richie.
Greg.
KG.
Greg Ritchie.
How are you, mate?
You've got him now. He can hear you, Greg, but he just can't talk to you.
I know. Neither can I.
How are you, mate?
How are you, mate?
Yeah, good. You well?
Very well. I'm...
Been a long journey, son. And it's been a beauty. I've really enjoyed your input.
20 years.
Yeah, it's been a long time, Greg. Long time, son, but it's been good. You've been great for the Adelaide audience. And
I've got a lady patting me on the back at the moment.
Okay.
Now, come on, you're Aussie blokes. You can pull it together.
I know we can. Hey, Graham Corns, you're right. You're absolutely right. And at this important time, it is important that we do.
Yep.
But to you both, KG and to Graham, thank you and Cage, thank you for not only being such a great friend to Mahatma, but being such a great friend to me and to a lot of the sports people that I know around Australia who I have, on behalf of producers there, go back to Barry Curtin, go back to Andrew Pearce, to Leith, the guy who's working there now, who is a fantastic guy. When I have asked people on your behalf, maybe around the world, to, hey, listen, KG and Cornesy want to speak to you, you know what? The one thing that sets the mark about you two, I have never had one person say to me, no. And that's a great feather in the cap of the both of you because of the integrity that you have as journalists, because you're straight men, and if you need to say something hard, you say it, but everyone trusts you, everyone trusts your judgment, and they value your opinion, and sports people hold you in the highest regard. And I think if you're held in the highest regard by your peers, that's what it's all about. Cage, you are held in that regard by me, my friend, and I want to say thank you and wish you all the best.
Thanks, Gregory.
Outstanding, Greg.
It's been a great journey.
Your best ever, mate.
Yeah,
thank you.
By far.
Okay. Mahatma Coat, whose alter ego is Greg Ritchie. And I don't think you get any better radio than that.
No.
6:01 on 5AA. A few showers and possible thunder tonight. Rain tomorrow with a high of 22. I'm Kendall Brutig with Adelaide's Comprehensive News. Federal police have arrested 22 Australians over an online child porn ring. Latika Burke says a senior lawyer and a childcare worker are among them.
Operation Resistance has been a 12-month investigation into a group of men trading images and videos online of children being sexually abused. 22 men in Queensland, New South Wales and Victoria have been arrested. They include a childcare worker, a Queen's Counsel in Victoria and a police officer. Some of the children being abused are as young as 12 months, and the sexual abuse extends for hours in some of the footage. 2 children in Australia have been removed from their homes, but Deputy Federal Police Commissioner Andrew Colvin says there is no suggestion they were or have been the victims of any abuse, and also says further arrests are likely today and into next week.
Workplace Minister Julia Gillard says given the tough economic times, today's slight increase in unemployment is a welcome figure. The national jobless rate has risen to 4.4%. SA's unemployment rate remains steady at 5.3%, but it's still the highest in the nation. Ms Gillard says the global financial crisis is costing jobs worldwide.
In this context, these are welcome figures. The government said to the Australian people that in these difficult times we do expect unemployment to rise. That's why the government has acted decisively to protect jobs.
And drilling company Boat Longyear has announced another round of job cuts with 67 local positions to go early next year. 55 jobs were cut back in October. The company's administrative headquarters will remain here. Meantime, job losses at Rio Tinto have sparked fears more Australian jobs could go if the federal government rushes through an emissions trading scheme. The government's proposed a start-up date of 2010, but the opposition says that's too soon. Opposition leader Malcolm Turnbull says rushing through the scheme will only add stress to an already uncertain jobs market.
If we put a heavy carbon tax on our industries that are trade exposed, and there is no comparable tax on the industries and the countries with which they compete, we will simply end up exporting the emissions and exporting the jobs.
Defence chiefs say Australian soldiers in Afghanistan have killed 5 high-level Taliban leaders and captured 6 others. Major General Tim McGowan says they're making progress.
We are having to push further and further afield in order to search out some of these Taliban leaders. And it is particularly evident to us that these individuals are, to put it in the vernacular, on the run.
The SANFL's confident its upgrade of the lighting system at Amy Stadium will improve the playing conditions during footy games. The Rand government's given the multi-million-dollar upgrade the green light, with construction of the lights to start at the end of next year. John Lyons from the SANFL says there are many benefits.
The lighting towers at the moment are approximately 57 metres high, and they'll be increased to 75 metres high, and they'll be pointing directly into the stadium. The reduced lighting spill will be fantastic for both the residents and, more importantly, put more light onto the ground for the players and the spectators.
And late Australian actor Heath Ledger was the most searched subject worldwide on Google in 2008. Obama also made the global list along with the Beijing Olympics. The annual survey looked at data from more than 30 countries. Now, with all the day's finance news, here's Mark Morrissey.
The Australian share market remained in a fairly negative mood today, with the All Ordinaries ending down 39 points. There was lack of buying interest as investors expect further share capital raising over coming weeks. BHP, it eased back 16. Rio had a gain, though, of $2.60. Banks were mixed. ANZ up 27, while National Bank came back 25. Telstra dropped 13 to $4.14. Wesfarmers, that came back 58, and Woolies was down 89. Gold is trading at $803.85. Japanese market fairly quiet today. At the moment it's down just 5 points, and the Australian dollar 65.6. From ABN AMRO Morgans, I'm Margaret Morrissey.
In sport, 2 players share the lead late on the opening day of the Australian Open in Sydney. Graham Bond says it's been a day of action both on and off the course.
After equal course records, 7 under par 65, Western Australian Steve Dartnell, who won his place in the field at pre-qualifying on Monday, shares the lead with Matthew Goggin. Kiwis Mark Brown and David Smale and Aussie Rod Pampling are 2 back at 5 under, with plenty other big names. John Sendon and Peter Lyott at 3 under, Robert Allenby 1 under, and Jeff Ogilvie even par, all within striking distance. John Daly's round, however, ended in controversy after a disappointing 6 over 78. The American snatched a spectator's camera and threw it against a tree as he completed his final hole. Chairman of the Rules Committee, Trevor Hurden, explained the spectator was not an accredited photographer and had no right to be taking photos of the two-time major winner, and said they'll take no action against Daly.
Adelaide United play their opening match at the FIFA Club World Cup in Japan in a matter of hours against New Zealand's Waitakere. The Reds have been hit by injury and illness and will be missing 3 key players. And our netballers have ended the year ranked number 1. After the 4 Trans-Tasman testing counters were shared 2-2, Australia's held on to the top spot ahead of New Zealand. That's 5AA Sport, thanks to the new Brompton Hotel. It's 6:06 and now for SGIC, time to check the run home with Rowan.
Thank you, Kendall. In Northfield, major crash investigating an earlier accident, Grand Junction Road, diversions to westbound down Foster's Road. Also heavy for eastbound, one to avoid because it was pretty serious. Gillis Plains has smashed one down Avenue 100 metres south of Grand Junction Road. Towies will be sorting that one. Oakton Suttles Road heavy past to Ross Smith Boulevard from northbound after an earlier accident. Salisbury Highway heavy going from the Port Wakefield Road overpass for northbound past Mawson Lakes. The usual hassles North Terrace and Frome Road in the CBD. And heaps of rain coming our way tonight, so do take it easy out there. Get in at Target now for great Christmas savings like 20% off toys. Excludes consoles, hardware and software. Sale ends Wednesday. No rain checks. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The 5AA official 4-day forecast.
A few showers and possible thunder tonight, rain tomorrow with a high of 22, getting down to 18 tonight. A few showers for Saturday, 19, a morning shower for Sunday, 21, and then fine and partly cloudy for Monday up to 24 and staying fine for the rest of next week. Right now it's 23. More news as it happens on 5AA.
Powell's massive Christmas catalogue sale on now. Parafield Airport.
KG and Cornesy.
Phone 8223 0000.
$13.95 Adelaide's 5AA.
Yes, welcome back to the 5AA Sports Show.
Yeah, that's supposed to do, but it's because we had the extended time with Greg Ritchie. Our computer thing is just a bit out of whack. So just bear with me.
Times are tough, but at Suzuki we're doing our bit to get things moving again with the 2008 model sale. Get the Suzuki Swift Wheels Gold Star car from just $15,888, SX4 hatch and sedan from just $17,888, plus the Grand Vitara GV3 from just $21,888 with ESP, 6 airbags and alloy wheels. And they've all got Suzuki's outstanding fuel economy and great resale value. Suzuki's 2008 model sale. Suddenly the outlook is much brighter. See your Suzuki dealer today. Prices based on manual 08 models. Excludes dealer delivery and statutory charges. Metallic paint extra.
There are 3 wise men at a Camel to help them on their way, and so should you. Follow me to your local Thirsty Camel bottle shop, and you'll find Johnny Walker Red Label 700ml, only $29.98. $29.98, fair income. Horton Table Wine Range 750ml, enjoy 3 for $30, plus receive 2 bonus glasses. Or West End Draft 30 block for $39.98, and pick up a bonus 150-year commemorative long neck. Get a Thirsty Camel in your life. Now at over 50 locations all over SA. ThirstyCamel.com.au.
Get into the Good Guys this Christmas because we've got gifts galore. Even Santa will be jealous when he finds out you can get a Canon XS 8-megapixel digital camera with a bonus bag for an amazing $248. A Philips men's shave at just $59. Or grab a great deal on a Garmin in-car GPS for a crazy $199. If you're stuck on what to buy, give them a gift card. Sale ends soon, so hurry into the Good Guys and pick up a bargain today. The Good Guys. Pay less, pay cash.
Thor here. Know what day it is? Thursday, the most powerful day of the week. And there's only a few hours left before the next Powerball draw. Tonight, there's 15 million up for grabs. Gamble responsibly.
Hi, I'm Sally Hamilton from Hamilton Holden HSV. Whoever said all good things must come to an end didn't work with us. At Hamilton Holden, we like to keep the good times rolling. It's time to wrap up 08, so why not join in the celebrations with some amazing drive-away deals on Barina from only $13,990, Viva from only $17,990, and Astra from only $21,990. Stocks are limited, and they're already driving out the door. So don't miss out on our end-of-year savings at Hamilton Holden HSV, Brighton Road, Somerton Park. LBD 3600.
This is the 5AA Sports Show with Ken Cunningham and Graham Corns.
Yes, folks, welcome back to the 5AA Sports Show. It's going to be a big hour. It's going to be a very big hour. We'll have Mark Bickley shortly, Ashley Mallett. And what could very well be KG's last interview on air. He's back tomorrow, of course, but I think tomorrow's more of a tribute day rather than sort of interviews and the sort of stuff we normally do. So stay tuned for that. A bit of a surprise as to who it might be. What?
Don't need any more surprises.
Well, we've got to enjoy it. Now, you put me off. I've got to do the Stegbar ad, so I've got to pay the bills.
Pay the bills, Dudley. Pay the bills.
We've got to pay your separation package.
Oh, yeah.
I want to save 15% off the price of shower screens? We'll see Stegbar. How'd you like to save 20% off the price of built-in robes? We'll see Stegbar. That's right. If you see Stegbar right now, you'll save 15% off the price of the fabulous Grange series range of shower screens and 20% off the price of all Stegbar Superior walk-in robes. These low discount prices from Stegbar mean you can now have that legendary Stegbar quality in your home and pay less than you would for the no-name brands. 15% off shower screens, 20% off built-in robes. You'd better see Stegbar today because this offer can't last forever. Stegbar, see them at Williams Circuit, Paraka and Unley Road at Unley. Those, if you're building a house or renovating a bathroom, that Grange series of shower screens is just
fantastic.
I don't want to use the word fantastic, but I don't know what other word to use. This is from Brian Warner, KG. Thanks for the years of entertainment. You've certainly made the slow drive home after work pass more quickly. The passion for sport at this stage has been second to none. I know you love cricket. I remember seeing you play for South Australia in '67 at the wonderful Adelaide Oval. I've picked my greatest SA11 since '67, and have given you the honour of captaining the side.
That's not that good.
Here we go. Barry Richards, Wayne Phillips, wicketkeeper and opener. Ian Chappell, Greg Chappell, Lehman, Hooks, KG Cunningham, captain, Mallet, Gillespie, Hogg, and Garner.
Oh gosh, I'm not going to be on that side.
Well, who'd be the other all-rounder?
No, there'd be plenty more. Terry Jenner should be there. No.
Yeah, he's the only Ashley Mallet's there.
Yeah,
who's the all-rounder?
Not me. I wasn't good enough to be an all-rounder.
Oh,
but I do appreciate it, Brian.
So much has been said already, says Keith. No doubt so much more will be said. All I can say is thanks for annoying me. I'll paraphrase that. Thanks for making me think. Thanks for letting me hang out with you 6 days a week. You'll be missed, Kenny. And Ken, on the official North Adelaide website, a wonderful tribute. This Friday evening brings down the curtain on the remarkable and enduring radio career of Ken Cunningham, KG. 7 o'clock on Friday evening will be the last time that Ken will be heard on the 5AA Sports Show. He's entertained us for more years than some of us would care to remember. Congratulations, Ken, on what you have, and thank you for what you've done for sport and charities in this state. The enormity of your contributions simply cannot be measured in real terms. I certainly have my favourite memory of an involvement with you which relates to an occasion when we shared in a reasonably significant partnership on the cricket field together. Thank you. You got most of them. Cheers, KG. You retire leaving an indelible legacy to this state, which you have loved and promoted with such incredible passion and openness. Good on you, Ken. And, of course, anything written on that website at North Adelaide is written by the great Barry Robran. But was he ever Prospect Cricketer of the Year? David Wood he was for TAB Sportsbet. Wilds, how are you?
Yeah, good, thanks, Graham. Good day, KG.
Wilds.
Ken, we'll be able to go to Greece. We've been waiting for 10 years to get to Greece. Now you've got some time. We should book those tickets, go to Rhodes, and imagine seeing KG lying on the beaches of the Greek Isles.
Wouldn't be that good a view sight, Wilds, I can tell you.
Oh, mate, I can put up with that, and I've put up with a lot over the years. So we'll do that, Kenny, before you leave this earth, or I leave this earth. Anyhow, let's go to TAB Sportsbet and the soccer tonight. Adelaide playing Waitaki. Is it
Waitakere, I think it's best way to say it.
Yeah, Adelaide $1.20, Graham, and Waitakere $13. The draw $5.50. So obviously not in the same class as Adelaide United. They should win that and advance in that competition. The Test match starts next week. Australia $2. Don't normally get $2 about Australia, but the $2 against South Africa $3.30. The draw also $3.50. And the charity bet I'm putting on this week is English Premier League. Man United playing Tottenham. Man United, the $1.80. We'll put the $100 on Manchester United in that game. Looking at the grand final, Quinella, already they've got it up on the TAB Sports Bet. Geelong and Hawthorn are the favoured way at $4. And Adelaide and Port Adelaide, if they happen to play off, 350 to 1. Adelaide, Port Adelaide. So every combination's up there if you think you can pick that at the early days. The NAB Cup, Port Adelaide $11 to win that. Adelaide $15. Geelong are the favourite at $7. And the teams that provide the Brownlow medalists next year, Geelong are the favourite there with Ablett and Bartel, the likes of them at $4. Hawthorn $6. Carlton $6.50. Port $17. And Adelaide $34. The team to provide the Brownlow medalists. But Gage, you keep your chin up, old son. We'll come in for a cup of coffee tomorrow and look forward to that.
Look forward to you, pal. Thanks, Wills.
Graham.
Yeah, good man.
Well done, David
Very
Wildy.
good friend.
From TAB Sportsbet.
Very loyal friend, David Wildy.
And, well...
Very loyal friend.
Yep. And a good bloke, too.
Yeah, my word.
Big things happening at the Crows, and we don't mean
Yes.
the new recruits. There's this huge concert.
I can't wait to see this.
Crows Foundation Christmas Carols. I'm going to miss it this year, unfortunately, KG.
Are you not going?
I don't think I'm back. I think I'll get back late on the 13th.
I'm looking forward to it immensely. I was there last year, and I was there last year.
A man who is just so full of himself at the moment. One of the stars. A little bit of a prima donna about him because, he knows that the night is going to revolve around his particular act. One of the three captains, Mark Bickley. Mark, welcome to the program.
G'day, Graham and Ken. Look, I take offence to that introduction. Graham, sound like you're introducing yourself for a second.
Oh, mate. You love it.
I don't, no, not at all. This is one of the things that I'm not very good at singing, but I'm happy to stand alongside Goody and Roo because they're not going to show me up too much. They're not very good
now,
either.
Bex, how did rehearsal go?
Well, I didn't actually make rehearsal, Ken, I'm sorry to say, but Goody and Roo both turned up and, they put in a solid performance. We have a dress rehearsal next week, so I'm led to believe we're going to be not only sounding fantastic, we're going to be looking fantastic as well. So we're going to get the full togs on next week and give it a crack on Tuesday and full readiness for Thursday night.
What number are you doing?
Yeah, what song?
Will it soar?
Yes, it will. It's I can't actually. It's not one that springs readily to mind, but it revolves around instead of We Three Kings, it's We Three Captains, something along those lines. Is there a carol called We Three Kings?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how it goes though, but if you gone to practice last night or rehearsal, you would know.
At lunch today, yeah, I would have. Yeah, well, that's a minor detail, Graham.
Now look, we've got the Crows Players Ensemble. We didn't have any names last week. Do we have any this week?
Yes. Nathan Van Berlo is leading the ensemble, and I'm led to believe that Brad Moran fancies himself as a bit of a rock star. So certainly got he loves getting the kid on, Brad, and looking good. So expect him to be up the front somewhere. So that's going to be rather entertaining. And Nick Gill is probably one of the few people that are going to be there that are actually talented, apart from the Brighton High School choir. Nick actually can go a bit. He can sing and play guitar, so it'd be nice to have a guitar player that knows what he's doing at the function.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean?
Well, let's just say that's not your strongest suit, is it? Guitar playing, Graham?
Well, how many bands have you played in?
Well, look, I don't propose to be one. That's the thing. You actually masquerade as a guitar player.
Oh, now look, I don't have to take this.
You started it.
So the Crows Players Ensemble, the Vater Corporation Orchestra. Now, you wonder what Lance Vader's going to come up with next.
Yes,
any insight? No,
a little bit vague on those details, man. But look, it does promise to be a fantastic night. It has been in the past. It's starting to build a bit of tradition now. I think this is its fourth year. Would that be right?
Third or fourth
year, yeah. And it's been a lot of fun, and it's for a great cause. It's for the echocardiography machine at the Flinders Medical Centre. It's a machine that we don't have here in South Australia. I think we're the only state in Australia that doesn't have one. So we need to raise some funds to make sure that our babies can get looked after in the best possible way.
Wonderful. Well done. Look, it is a great night. Look, it's probably a bit dedicated to the Crows fans. They get the most out of it, but we've taken lots of Port Adelaide people along to it in the past, and they've had a good night. It really is just what you need at that time of the year. It's a really good Christmas night. So, mate,
a beautiful spread of people that get along there, Graham. It's old and young, and I can say that we've had a lot of fun at the times we've been along, and just some details. It's $10 per adult if you want to buy a seat at a table, $7 if you just want to sit in the theatre-style seating, and $2 per child no matter where they sit. And you can bring along some food and beverages. There'll be stuff available there, but if you want to buy a table and take your own food and drinks, you're more than welcome to do that, and it's a pretty cheap night for a lot of fun, I reckon.
It's a great night. Good on you, Bix. I'll see you on the 18th, Bix.
Can't wait, mate. See you then.
See you, Bix.
Mark Bickley, one of the Crows captains, the three captains, Bickley, Ricciuto and Goodwin. Well, why we wait for that? KG, you're doing it. Nick Gillen, the 5AA Singers. Who are they?
I think Wilge is one of them, I think. You're going to be one, I think.
I can't do it. I don't think I'll be back for it. I'll
try and get back.
I'll try and get back, but...
Try and get back, Doug. Maybe the same without you.
Got to go and see my dad, KG.
Oh, no, it's fair enough.
Like
he
lives in Geelong. And
how old's Dad now?
91.
Shit, it's a great age.
91, so...
pretty good nick for that, for 91?
Not too bad. He's not as mobile as he used to be, but he's pretty alert when I ring him mentally.
How often do you see him?
Oh, a couple of times a year, maybe. And now we've got a couple of weeks off, and I think the Amy and Charlie have to go and see their grandfather, don't they?
Oh, my word, it's very important.
But look at for you people here in Adelaide, Thursday the 18th of December, the Crows Foundation Christmas Carols at the Crow Shed. It is a really good night. You will enjoy it. Back with a special guest shortly.
Stephen Rowe on 5AA.
Well, I think AA is informative, it's local, it's Adelaide. I love the personalities, and I reckon it's no crap.
Follow the brightest stars to Greater Union this Christmas for the hottest gifts. Greater Union movie gift cards are the ultimate crowd pleasers. Give adventure with Hugh and Nick in the blockbuster Australia. Non-stop action in The Day the Earth Stood Still. And laughs with those crazy castaways in Madagascar Escape to Africa. Movie gift cards, the perfect Christmas gift, starting from just $30. On sale now at greaterunion.com.au or the box office.
Hi, this is Mike Rann. Lance Armstrong is returning to professional cycling at next month's Tour Down Under, and you can ride along too. Extra places are now available in the Tour's Breakaway event, so visit the Tour Down Under website for details. The state government is proud to bring you the Tour Down Under, along with other exciting events over the coming festival season, including the Adelaide Film Festival, WOMAD, Fringe, Clipsal 500 and the Rugby Sevens. Don't miss out.
A message from the Government of South Australia.
Ugh, bloody mozzies!
Here, just put one of these on.
A patch? What's that gonna do?
It's the new Mozzie patch. You can even put it by your bed at night for a good night's sleep.
And they work?
$9.95 for a limited time only. The Mozzie patch. Call 1-800-220-080 or just visit www.nomoreflies.com.
I need a Mozzie patch!
Batteries for your car, truck, boat, motorcycle or tractor. Battery World has the lot. Batteries for your mobile or cordless phone, MP3 player, digital and video camera. Batteries for hearing aids, power tools and smoke alarms. The Battery World catalogue is out now with great bargains and your chance to win one of 3 Yamaha Wave Runners and thousands of fun instant prizes. Conditions apply. Phone 13 17 60 for a store near you. Permit number TO8-4300.
Powell's massive Christmas catalogue sale on now. Parafield Airport.
KG and Cornesy.
Phone 8223 0000.
$13.95, Adelaide's 5AA.
Folks, buying a new forklift is only the beginning of the story. First, you have to be sure you're getting the right machine to do the job you need done. Then you have to be sure you're dealing with a company that can back it up with the great after-sales service that you do need and you deserve. So, who should you see? Well, easy. NTP. NTP Forklifts Workshop has 20 experts on the job. They're factory trained in all the latest and greatest technology. Plus, there's a few old heads who've been around long enough to know all the tricks of the trade. And with 10 service vehicles out on the road, you're never waiting long before NTP are on the job. So when it comes to forklifts, who should you see? I'm going to go down, KG.
Have a drive.
Scream around their workshop.
Yeah, beautiful.
NTP, they're on South Road at Angle Park. Call 131-NTP or go to the website ntpforklifts.com.au. Well, he's one of your old teammates, KG. He's an excellent journalist. He's an excellent author. And one of the...
best off-spinner I've ever seen.
One of the great Australian cricketers.
Yeah.
Ashley Mallett, welcome to the program.
Thanks, Cornesy.
Now we are getting you on for a couple of commercial reasons. Firstly, your latest literary.
Now, look, before you go on, I'd just like to say to KG, thank you, KG, for your passion. You're an icon of South Australia, and you've been brilliant. You're a great teammate, and you've been brilliant for South Australian sports lovers, and good luck, mate.
Thanks, mate. Thanks, Red.
Ashley, tell us how good he was as a cricketer.
No.
I love
bloody
it.
good cricketer. I remember one day, Cornesy, hang on.
I love it.
We were playing against Victoria, and KG was on 192.
Ooh.
And Maxine Walker bowled one, and he smashed it over mid-wicket, one bounce before, and I went down to KG, and thank God I was at the 9 strikers then. And I went down to him and I said, well played, mate. And he said, how am I going? I said, you're actually hitting him pretty well, KG. But he was that sort of guy. And I guess, he's broadcasting, I've worked with him on TV and that sort of stuff. And he's always saying to the producer, how am I going? And
yep.
You're going okay, mate, So that's the man.
Not going okay at the moment, though.
No, I'm struggling.
Ashley, you've written a book about Clary Grimmett. I mean, you've got a couple of books in the pipeline, but Clary Grimmett, what a fascinating subject. And is he appreciated as much as he should be in Australian cricket circles?
Probably not. I mean, the moderns wouldn't know, but, he played 248 first-class games, and he got 127 bags of 5 wickets. So that's pretty good. And in fact, it's a better bowling average than Bradman's batting average. Bradman played 234 games and got 117 centuries. So if you equate 5 wickets with 100, Clary's ahead of Bradman. But of course, I'm not saying he's a better cricketer, but it's a fabulous record.
Why now? Why the book now?
Look, I wrote one in 1993 and on Clary, and came out in a sort of almost a Carter Brown sort of a paperback thing, and it just didn't do justice to the bloke. And I thought, I'd love to have a decent, format.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I approached a South Australian publisher and said, look, I'd like to have this in a decent format. Hardback cover and done. So 3.5 years, the South Australian publisher had it, and right at the death, before he was about to publish, he said, "Oh no, we're going to bring it out in a paperback." And I said, "Hang on." I said, "We've had a verbal agreement, and as far as I'm concerned, a verbal agreement is an agreement."
Yeah,
correct. And I said, "No." I said, "No, bugger off." And so I took the thing right out of his hand, put it in the publisher, a bloke named Ronald Cardwell from Sydney. In 6 weeks, he had it out in hardback. It's a brilliant publication.
Okay.
It's a beautiful story.
It is.
It's a rewrite. It's the total rewrite of the first edition, and it's brilliant. And if Clary was looking down now, he'd say, "Well done, old son."
He'd say, "Well done, Ron." The name's interesting. Scarlet, Clary Grimmett.
Well, Scarlet was the first redback because he wore a scarlet singlet under his shirt from 1911 to 1941. So he played for South Australia from 1924 to 1941. He had this singlet under his shirt, and that was one of the reasons why it was called Scarlet. But the other reason was that he got people out of trouble. In fact, in 1919, he was playing for Victoria in New South Wales, and Matt Ellis was the manager, and they used to have sing-songs in those days, a bit like Cornesy does these days. And he asked blokes to have a sing-along, and no one knew the words except Clary. So he said, "Oh, you like the Scarlet Pimpernel, getting people out of trouble."
Unbelievable.
That's how it sort of happened. But KG, now you'll be interested. You were coached by Clary.
Yes, Clary Grimmett was my first coach when I was 13 years of age.
On page 257.
Yes.
Now, I quote, "A left-hander, Cunningham, could have been anything had he listened to me, but he was willful. Now, KG, you don't listen to Cornesy. What's going on, mate?
Yeah, Carrie used to tell me that many times during.
You used to bowl leg breaks, didn't you?
I tried very hard in my early days, and I went to Clary Grimmett School in the indoor nets, which was owned by Cook Wallace, run by Cook Wallace.
And they stacked up all the drink cans.
That's right, on the chair. Used to smash the chairs. But I did try and bowl leg breaks, and Clary they used to call him, is it the Grum, was his nickname? I think
Well, Grum was his nickname from Bill O'Reilly, because Bill saw him play in 1919 in Goulburn, and they had the name Grummet up on the board. Instead of Grimmett. And Clary opened the batting for Victoria against Goulburn. They got 44 or something, and dear old Bill, who's a wonderful bloke, he said, it's always going to be Grum. So
that's how.
Bill actually writes the forward in this book.
Well, that's amazing. I did not know how he got that
actually,
name.
it was the last. It was about the last thing he actually wrote in his life. Wonderful man.
Now the book's called Scarlet.
Harry Grimmett.
Out when and where and what?
Look, it's not a mass-produced thing, but it's going to be out in the bookshops in a couple of weeks. But we had the launch at the Adelaide Oval and the second day of the Test match, and it was great. We had Ian Healy launch the book. Doc Beard, who nursed Clary right to his
wonderful man.
His death, spoke about him, and it was terrific. And we've got a limited edition coming out, 48 books. That's all, leather bound, quite pricey, but because Clary got 48.
Well done.
5-wicket hauls in Shield cricket.
Now, Rowdy, I'm dying to see this other book that will be released. Nugget.
Ah, look,
mate,
it's the most beautiful story, and KG, we're having a show on the 25th of January, and you're comparing it.
Yes, I am. I'd love to do it.
But it is the most beautiful story. It's not just a footy and cricket story. I mean, Nugget is so well known around South Australia, but it's just beautiful.
Well, look, we'll catch up with it again when the release of that's imminent, Rowdy. And look, it's the Clary Grimmett book is a story is a fascinating one. I don't think he's well known enough amongst contemporary cricket fans, but hopefully your book will rectify that, and you sell plenty of them. So, thanks for coming on. We'll speak to you in a few weeks' time.
Good luck, Rowd.
Cheers. Thanks, fellas.
Ashley Mallett, one of our great Australian cricketers, but also a fantastic writer as well.
Yes, good writer.
The book on Clary Grimmett's life is called Scarlet. Hopefully it's in the bookshops. It seems a bit vague about that.
Yeah, not quite in the bookshops yet, I don't think.
But keep an eye out for it. Because
and the Nugget one too. You know Nugget Reese like I don't know Nugget Reese.
Yeah, I know. So, look, coming up very shortly, what may very well be KG's last interview.
KG and Cornesy's Mystery Voice.
Oh, definitely not. I think it's...
Yeah, and in the meantime, you can win yourself $1,800 from Morphetteer, your Dakin specialist. It's going to go off tonight or tomorrow. Not South Australian. Think netball. Think forward half of the court. And number 4, if you can put that one together. That's a bit vague, that one. But if it doesn't work tonight, we'll give you a much more blatant one tomorrow night. So go to it. 8223 0055. Caller number 11.
$5 Christmas crackers. The bargains have landed at Parafield Airport Liquor. Look out for the Powell's festive season sale catalogue in your letterbox. It's jam-packed with savings, bonus freebies and prizes to be won. The Drummond Golf catalogue is out now with great Christmas ideas at 4 locations. Visit drummondgolf.com to view the catalogue. For the largest variety of the freshest, tastiest quality seafood this Christmas, Santas Brothers Seafood, Richmond and Central Market. 5AA's Christmas crackers. Go to 5AA.com.au and click on the cracker for the chance to win over $1,500 worth of prizes. Go on, get cracking.
The 3 wise men had a camel to help them on their way, and so should you. Follow me to your local Thirsty Camel bottle shop, and you'll find Johnny Walker Red Label 700ml, only $29.98. $29.98. Fair income. Horton Table Wine range, 750ml. Enjoy 3 for $30. Plus receive 2 bonus glasses. Or West End Draft 30 block for $39.98. And pick up a bonus 150-year commemorative long neck. Get a Thirsty Camel in your life. Now at over 50 locations all over SA. thirstycamel.com.au.
Thinking rainwater harvesting? Thinking subsurface drip systems? Thinking grey water systems? Thinking tanks, hoses, fittings, pumps and parts? Thinking save water and money? Then Think Water, Australia's leading water solutions network. Butler's Pumps and Irrigation, serving Adelaide since 1954, is now Think Water. Same great owners, same great service, just a new way of thinking. Think Water, Adelaide, St Agnes, Mile End and Ranella, or visit thinkwater.com.au.
Folks, do you need a new plasma or LCD TV, do you? Well, Radio Rentals are giving you 12.5% off all their LCD and plasma TVs until 4 p.m. on Sunday. That's 12.5 divided by 8. Take it off, okay? LG, Sony, Panasonic and Samsung are just some of the big brands on offer. They're all with a hot 12.5% off. Plus, at Radio Rentals, which is SA's biggest electrical retailer, you can take advantage of no deposit rental or up to 60 months interest-free. It's the Radio Rentals 12.5% off all LCD and plasma sale, and it ends 4 o'clock on Sunday. Get in there if you're going to buy one of those things. Save 12.5%. You don't normally get much discount off those sort of products. 12.5% off all LCD and plasma from Radio Rentals, SA's biggest electrical retailer. Terms and conditions apply. See you in store for details.
Your insurance company might not cover termite damage, but Adelaide Pest Control's $500,000 termite home protection plan does. The minimum cost of damage termites can do to your home before they're even detected is likely to be around $10,000. But with Adelaide Pest Control's $500,000 termite home protection plan, you can now have total security and confidence. To qualify, you may not even require any treatment on your home, just an inspection. Only Adelaide Pest Control can offer you this cover. Call Adelaide Pest Control on 8344 8181. Conditions apply.
You're listening to the sports show that asks all the tough questions like this one. In what year did John McEnroe win the first of his 3 Wimbledon men's singles titles? 1981, 83 or 79? If you answered 1981, you answered correctly. Now it's back to the gurus with all the answers, KG and Cornesy. KG and Cornesy's mystery voice.
Oh, definitely not. I think it's
I think it's
1800.
Well, John, have we given you any clues at work for you?
I thought it might be a chance until you said number 4. I haven't had a chance to look that one up and try and find a link. But
okay, who do you think it is?
Well, I'm hoping it might be Eloise Southby.
No, it's not Eloise Southby, you know, but you're definitely on the right track. But it's not Eloise Southby.
Thanks, John. You want a double pass to the Wallace movies, the best movies in town at the Wallace Cinemas.
Excellent. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, Eloise, of course, daughter of Jess Southby.
Jess Southby.
Famous full back.
Correct.
For Carlton. The number 4 was more related to a...
To what, Stud?
VFL, AFL footballer.
Oh.
And there was a link. There was a link.
I've got it now. I'm with you.
There was a link to this
I'm with you.
mystery voice.
Yeah, I'm with
so
you.
if you can make the link between a famous number 4 and a netball player,
you can take home $1,850 tomorrow night.
For Morford Air, your Dakin specialist. Do I need to give any more than that?
No, I reckon that might be enough, Stud.
There's a nickname in there too, which I think was shared.
Yes, it was.
Look, we've now all of a sudden been swamped.
With what?
With emails and faxes. So, look, I'm sorry we're not going to be able to read them off. So if you're hanging out to have your email read, I'm sorry. We're not going to be able
What
to...
are they basically about?
Oh, you know, what do you think they're about?
Oh, I don't know.
Telling you how good...
No.
Telling you how good you are.
I didn't mean that.
Well, not about me.
No, well, not about me. I thought you said you'd been swamped just now.
Well, they've all hit at once.
Oh,
They're just saying how great you are and how we're going to miss you and what a fantastic person you've been and you've saved the world. And carried broadcasting in this state for...
No. I haven't done any of that.
Okay.
I've just had a lucky life.
Okay, this is from Matt Byrne. Says, I thought Elton John singing Candle in the Wind without missing a beat at a high-profile funeral was a class act. But that final gesture by Greg Ritchie was top shelf stuff from a lowbrow star. When Greg was down with his problems, your program stood by him and he has repaid the debt. Thank God for irreverent humour. It's what makes us Australian. Good luck, Ken.
Oh, well done, Matt. It's a great.
I can hear other doors opening. Any chance of the segment of the Mahatma Coat being added to the 5AA website? Well, I'm sure it will be.
That was classic.
That was his best, I'd say.
Oh, without doubt.
So thanks from Ian, thanks from Derek, thanks from Diane and Steve, thanks from Josephine, thanks from Dennis Rainsford. Just quickly, thanks from Jim Haldane, thanks from Darren Freeman, thanks from Christian Pacini, and the one with the name Cole on it. We might actually speak to you tomorrow and get you to come on rather than read out your email.
See, that was brilliant radio by Greg.
Oh, that was his best.
Oh, unbelievable! All those voices, and they were brilliant.
Okay, now this.
Don't do this to me.
Well,
I know nothing about this.
There has to be a final. Well, I knew nothing about it too till 6 o'clock. Okay, there's a lot of people over Adelaide in offices betting who KG's last interview will be, and we think this will be it. So unless we interview someone tomorrow, rather than have them appear as a tribute, this is our last guest, and you'll be delighted to speak to him because he brought so much to the state. He took us so high. The former coach of the Crows, Malcolm Blight. Blighty, welcome to the program.
Hello, boys. Hello, KG.
Hello, Blighty.
How are you, mate?
Oh, he's great, Blighty. He just made him burst into tears.
Oh, this is great.
Graham, I mean, that was... Graham, I first met Ken. I wonder if you remember... we were at John Cummins' place, who played for Woodville all those years ago, and they worked in the gas company together.
That's right.
And I was either 18 or 19. I honestly can't remember, Ken, whether I was... And you were the superstar, of course, with umpiring and state cricketer, and I couldn't believe I met Ken Cunningham. How about that?
Oh, gee, this is Malcolm Blight saying this. Fair dinkum. No.
Oh, Blighty, you've been overseas.
Yeah, we just got back. We wouldn't believe it. Got back today. Absolutely today.
Where'd you go?
Well, we went from Rome to Singapore on a cruise, all through Egypt, Africa, India.
Oh.
Malaysia, Singapore. It was just fantastic. Yeah, unbelievable.
How much did Patsy enjoy it, Mel?
Yeah, she makes me go on these things every couple of years, Ken, just to remind me that there's other things other than football.
Right. How was it? You've done other cruises. The last one I think you did around Hawaii. How did this one come?
Yeah, we've done one actually through Southeast Asia last year, through China, Japan, and all that sort of stuff. So it's a couple of years ago. Yeah, no, every couple of years we try and do something on the water, which I really like, because you don't pack and go to hotel rooms. You just pack and stay there with Phil Hoffman, of course. Who's one of the gurus of everything. He was on the cruise for a couple of weeks with us too. So a couple of drinks were had.
Okay. Blighty, can we talk about 97 and 98? You're probably sick of it, but I've got to say honestly to you, they were two of the greatest moments in football in state for me to when the Crows won back to back. You must sit back there and have some wonderful memories about those 2 years with the Crows and that back-to-back premierships.
Oh, look, Ken, I mean, you're absolutely right, and I think that for all of us football nuts and sporting nuts, which you obviously started in your business and have survived for so long, I think that, being in South Australia, we needed some validity to what we did in sport.
Yep.
And I know that... the girls won and then the boys won in the basketball, and it was just a great time in South Australian sport. And you were part of, the 63 we talked about in footy, and then there was your Shield cricket, with some of the great wins there. And, every club, like, even Graham with his Glenelg sides and finally got over the hurdle. I mean, there's all great sporting things, but it was almost like it was collective, wasn't it? Something needed to happen for the state. And, hey, I didn't write the script. I'm sure someone else did, but it was nice to be part of it.
But the impact the Crows have had on the football world here in South Australia, Blighty, has just been absolutely phenomenal, really.
I shouldn't... Ken, you'd probably know this more, and Graham you would too. I mean, as competitive as the Crows have been, and particularly in that first year, Graham, it was just I've said this and I'll publicly say it forever, that to put that list together within very few months and the people that did it, and then to coach it through to break even on the year was bloody sensational. But Reedy said at some stages, and there were some down times after that. And, Robert Shaw's couple of years, they weren't great years. And I remember John Reid telling me that year, he said, You know, sometimes when you had to go to Sunday morning training, you didn't want to wear the Crows tracksuit just in case they bag you too much. You know, so that was, you know, and I always think of that and I think, oh, you know, how far, just the credibility of the whole place has helped with those, a couple of premierships, and, you know, and everyone contributed. I mean, I've never thought that there was any smarty, but, yeah, it was great, Ken.
But when things, if things are going to work properly, things have to fall into place, and it did so beautifully for you. I mean, I reckon you had a better team at Geelong. You got to grand finals and didn't win them. And why did it work? Why did it fall into place at Adelaide? And it was so much harder to do, so much harder to win it, particularly 1998, where you lose the first game. You got to play all the finals played away from Adelaide. Yeah. You lose the first one, you got to go to Sydney, and then you win the second one in a row. Have you ever tried to analyse why it happened?
No, because you go silly. But no, I honestly think that. I don't know. Who would have thought? This is the best way to describe it. Sometimes you never know what you've got. And I think that when you play, you know, a Simon Goodwin, a Kane Johnson, and Andrew McLeod, who'd been in and out, of Tyson Edwards, who'd been in and out, you know, and those guys, all of a sudden you open the door up for them, and these kids, along with the season stars that we all knew about probably, but all of a sudden you picked up 5 or 6 really good kids, but we didn't actually know it at the time. You know, they've gone all on the played 250, 300 games. I think everyone knew that Rashudo was going to be a pretty good player.
Yeah.
Everyone knew that Ben Hart was going to be a pretty good player, but they were still very young.
Yeah.
Gee, what about Benny Hart's first half in that?
I love him. I love him dearly, Benny. There's a few guys you love. He comes up here too, though. He's got some property up. He comes up with a family, and I can't buy him enough drinks, to be honest. Actually, Darren Jarman and Tyson Edwards were up here just recently with Leighton Hewitt, and we had a big night at home, so that was lovely too to catch up with them. So, I mean, you're forever indebted to them, Graham, as you know. I mean, if you do something great, Ken, as you did with your cricket, you know, there's some great wins you have, and grand finals you did, and I mean, they're the nice things when we get to our age. Someone told me years ago, I did this medical conference with all these doctors, and I was about 40 at the time, and I sat down with this learned group of doctors, fantastic people they were, and their wives and that, and they said, you know, after 40, all we've got left is genes and memories. And I debated feverishly that night over the table. Yeah. But it's probably true. After 40, that's what you've got is genes and memories. So that's pretty good.
A horrible thing to say. Hey, can you touch on a point there that I would really love to delve into that brain and memory of yours? Of the players you've had, who's the favourite? And don't tell me coaches don't have favourites, because they do. But
they do, of course you do.
And I know you have many favourites, but can you give me one? Or give us. Give KG one.
That's a very interesting question.
Yeah, it is. I am unashamedly, from the day I saw Port Adelaide play as a kid, Rexy Johns was behind, parents lived behind me in Woodville, so I was a Port follower. Then when Woodville came in down the road, Bob Simonson, and I'll say this to the day I die, was just brilliant. He played, this is how good he was. He was invited to train with the state squad, South Australian state squad, and we know the prestige that was held, as a seconds player for Woodville when they were in the seconds. So that's how good he was. So he was my hero. He could kick left foot, right foot, do it all. So, but then following on from that, I mean, it is so hard to pick him, but I had a bloke called Ablett at Geelong who was just explosive that you could not believe. And then, you know, in 2 years in Adelaide, the magic of Darren Jarman and the sublime skills of Andrew McLeod. And it's almost unfair to pick out those two, but because Benny Hart played in defence and da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
But, I mean, those two that could create. And so what I'm getting at, I just love class. And I'm sorry, I still go to the footy now. I'll still be doing it again this year. And I really enjoy going there, watching my hero, Bob Simonson, play for all those years ago, to watch the classy players. And I'm unashamedly a classy player watcher, sorry.
What about the guy who hasn't got the class, though, but the sheer will and effort and desperation makes himself a great player? Surely he's to be more admired.
No. Actually, it's a wonderful debate. Admired, yes. Respected, yes. But, and we'll always get a game, Graham, and they are the salt of the earth in football clubs. But they do that, and you win probably enough games to play in the finals. I reckon what you need, G. Corns taking a mark in 1973, I can remember it clearly.
Yes.
Go back and slot the goal. I mean, you just need someone, Ken, to make 200. You just need someone to step above the plate. And Class doesn't, I'm sorry. Those other blokes are fantastic and I love them. And you can't have a team without everybody. But in the end, you asked me, what I like? Class, sorry.
Blighty, I'm going to let KG ask maybe his last ever question in an interview. We run out of time, so he hasn't prepared, and he normally prepares for half an hour or an hour for each interview he does. He's had no preparation for this one, but I'm going to ask him to ask the last question that he might actually ask in a radio interview with a great guest.
Oh,
come
goodness
on,
gracious me! You're
pressure
right on the spot here. Blighty, if you could pick of your wonderful football career in what you've done as a player and a coach, is there one defining moment that'll stay with Malcolm Blight?
Oh, she's sort of about get last. If that is the last one, Ken, that's a beauty. I can say the generic thing like, I'm just so blessed to, be able to play footy and meet so many people, and that's very true, and you wouldn't believe that. But, there's a duo here. I cannot believe, and, it hasn't been done for 100 years, I guess, but to be part of North Melbourne's first ever win as a player, as a premiership, and then to be fortunate enough to coach the Crows in their first ever premiership win. I guess there's been 11,000 players, and there's probably been 100,000 players play the game. Haven't been too. There's a lot have done first, but not a lot done two first. And so to be blessed to be involved in that and the euphoric state of that was something that I'll take to my grave and remember forever. And hopefully the blokes like King Cunningham will too.
Well, Blighty, I'm honoured to have spoken with you.
Blighty, our love to you and Patsy, mate. Thanks for joining us.
Hey guys, good luck. Have a beer soon.
Thanks, Blighty.
It's a great Malcolm Blight.
God, how good was that?
And we do an hour with him. We do 2 hours with him, but you do a series of Malcolm Blight because of the things he's done and the accolades that he has. But we know him as the Crows' dual premiership coach. Ring now for our 60-second sports show sprint.
Hi, Matthew Pantelis joining for the News Hour tonight. The jobless rate up. The Libs want the introduction of an emissions trading scheme to be delayed. A scandal over Barack Obama's former Senate seat and an embarrassing gaffe by UK PM Gordon Brown. The News Hour 7 till 8 tonight, 13.95, Adelaide's 5AA.
Hi, this is Sophie Thompson, and I'd like to tell you about From the Ground Up, my new gardening book written specifically for South Australian gardeners. It's a complete and comprehensive garden guide packed full of magnificent photos, which will help you to visually identify everything from the best plants for your garden through to the pests and diseases that cause your plants grief.
Written for South Australian gardeners by a South Australian expert gardener and proudly published by New Trog Australia. From the Ground Up, it's a perfect Christmas gift. Ask at any good bookshop or garden centre.
Paradise Motors Mazda is giving you the real deal with the 2008 Mazda 3 clearance now on. Mazda 3 Neo from only $19,990 with free retro, free 3-year roadside assist, free 4-year warranty, plus alloys and sports trim. Excludes dealer delivery of $1,495 and stamp duty. Mazda 3 Neo from only $19,990. Get the real deal at Paradise Motors Mazda, 738 Lower North East Road, Paradise. Thinking Mazda, think the Mazda people. Paradise Motors Mazda.
How do I say Beaumont Tiles are Australia's largest tile retailer with all the best showrooms, range, service and so on at seriously good prices? But now they've got factory outlets where you can really save big time.
I think you just said it.
What did I say?
That Beaumont Tiles now have factory outlets where you'll find all the latest tiles at really crazy prices. Batch ends, shape variations, end of run, excess stock, all top quality, 10-year guarantee, bathroom wear.
Did I say all that?
Well, sort of. Beaumont Tiles Factory Outlets, Byron Place City, right behind the Groat Street showroom, and 1057 South Road, Edwardstown. All the best.
I was just about to say that.
Looking for quality outdoor cafe blinds, shade blinds and roller shutters? Want 20, 30, 40% off? Australian Outdoor Living are offering a much better deal. They make the blinds, install everything and give the absolute best factory direct price. Plus, they guarantee the whole bloomin' lot. Right now, get free installation across all our outdoor blinds and roller shutters and save even more with factory direct prices. For free installation, phone now. 8229 7000. Australian Outdoor Living.
Now, if you enjoy a good glass of wine with your meal, then you'll really enjoy your next visit to the newly renovated Albion at Kilburn. At the Albion, they've matched some really great wines to complement their new delicious bistro menu. White wine for you, KG. I think you're supposed to be reading this. White wine for you. Why not try a glass or two of the stunning Pusey Vale Riesling 2008? Citrus, lime, elegant and refreshing. It's the perfect match with their NT Wild Caught Macadamia Crusted Barramundi on spinach with lime, ginger and coriander sauce.
I love spinach.
Well, it's the barramundi. The spinach is just a little bit on the side.
Yeah, but it really adds the flavour to it, though.
Try one for lunch today at the Albion. Just ask at the bistro. If you want a perfect match, get to the New Look Albion at Kilburn. It's the Albion Kilburn Hotel. And enjoy dinner or lunch with your friends. It's all part of the Barreau Hotel Group, who probably say, why did Corns read that?
Well...
Powell's massive Christmas catalogue sale on now. Parafield Airport.
KG and Cornesy.
Phone 8223 0000.
$13.95, Adelaide's 5AA.
Okay, time for our 60-second sports show sprint thanks to the SA team at Radio Rental, saving SA since 1958. $1,000 voucher on offer. Can you believe it? Hello, Henry.
Hello.
Quick quiz is a good quiz, mate. Let's go. Who was the Redbacks' leading scorer last night against Tasmania?
Michael Klinger.
Who was the Redbacks' leading wicket taker with 3?
Christian.
Who did Graham Pollock play for before Richmond?
Fremantle.
Who did the 36ers defeat last night?
Townsville.
Which South Australian country town will host a NAB Cup game next year, or the Challenge game? Read it out last night.
Mount Gambier.
Who won last year's Australian Open? Craig Parry, John Senden, or Appleby?
Craig Parry.
Who's taller, Bruce Reid or Curtly Ambrose?
Ambrose.
Who was Australia's top run scorer in 2008? Ricky Ponting or Mike Hussey?
Hussey.
Which female golfer was the highest money earner in 2008?
Dunstan.
Which junior tennis star caused controversy for quitting a game recently in protest?
Tomic.
Now, what did you pass on? Did any?
No, none.
No, you
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you got 6. Henry, you've won a $50 voucher to dine at Sammy's on the Morinda. You'll love it down there at Holdfast Shores.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks.
Berry will host a NAB Challenge game. Bruce Reid is taller than Curtly Ambrose. Ricky Ponting is the top run scorer. Catherine Hull was the top highest money scorer in 2008. Didn't quite get that one. And that's our prize. Look, thanks for all the emails. You please understand we're just so swamped we couldn't read them out. Try to acknowledge some of them. Need to tell you about Battery World, though, before we go to Matty Pantelis, because at this time of the year, the summer heat can make a dodgy battery a dead battery. If your battery is around 2 or 3 years old, get a free battery check from Battery World. If it needs replacing, they'll help you with the right battery to do the job. And when it comes to batteries, there's one place where you can be absolutely certain that you'll get the best advice, the very best advice, and exactly the right battery for your car, bike or truck. The Battery World catalogue is out now with great bargains and gift ideas, plus your chance to win one of 3 Yamaha Wave Runners and thousands of fun instant prizes. Conditions apply, though. Call Battery World on 13 17 60 for roadside battery replacements, 24 hours, 7 days a week, or for the location of your nearest store. That's 13 17 60. Permit number T08 4300. Stay tuned for Matty Pantelis, then Bob Francis, and we're back tomorrow, KG. Going to be a big day.
No, I'm not looking forward to starting.
Big day.
Bye, everyone.
See you then, mate.
Follow the brightest stars to Greater Union this Christmas for the hottest gifts. Greater Union movie gift cards are the ultimate crowd pleasers. Give Brad Pitt and Kate Blanchett in the modern-day fairy tale, The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. Fantastic Tales in Adam Sandler's bedtime stories. And James Bond's return in Quantum of Solace. Movie gift cards, the perfect Christmas gift, starting from just $30. On sale now at greaterunion.com.au or the box office.
20 to 70% off everything at and another pair free.
At Just Spectacles, get 20 to 70% off all frames and sunglasses,
And still get another pair free.
includes Morrissey, Mambo, Country Road and Replay.
Conditions apply. See in store for details. Discount off frames only. Just Spectacles, 20 to 70% of all frames and sunglasses, and still get another pair free.
Visit one of the 6 convenience stores near you. Also now open, Marion Shopping Centre.
I've got something really useful in my pocket. It can save you when your car breaks down or you lock your keys inside. And it also saves you money. In fact, it can save you when you rent a car at Hertz. Guess what it is? Your RAA membership card. Simply show your card and save. Visit raa.net to find out more. Terms and conditions apply.
The SA team at Radio Rentals, saving SA since 1958.
7:01 on 5AA. The chance of a storm tonight ahead of a wet day tomorrow, a top of 22 degrees. I'm Aaron Lucas with Adelaide's Comprehensive News. Economists and politicians alike are tipping a rise in the jobless figure next year due to the economic slowdown. The national unemployment rate for November is 4.4%, up slightly on the previous month. The unemployment rate remains steady in SA at 5.3%, but it's still the highest in the nation. It comes on the same day mining service provider Boat Longyear axed 67 local jobs. State Employment Minister Paul Kiker says it's disappointing.
We don't want anyone to lose their jobs, but we know with uncertain economic times that there is going to be structural adjustment within the labour market. And again, our resilience is going to be about how well we adjust.
Federal police say some of the 22 men arrested over an online child pornography ring are well educated and hold trusted positions in the community. A Queen's Counsel from Victoria, a police officer and childcare workers are amongst those charged with downloading images and videos of children being sexually abused. Deputy Federal Police Commissioner Andrew Colvin says the images are among the worst he's ever seen.
In the case of the videos, these are children being sexually assaulted by adults over periods of hours, in some instances, as young as 12 months. We have seen instances of bondage. So, I mean, look, without going into too much detail, we don't describe it as amongst the worst for no reason.
2 teenagers had to flee a burning house at Hove this afternoon. The blaze started in a rubbish bin outside the kitchen window. A gas meter nearby exploded, causing the blaze to spread quickly. It's caused around $150,000 damage to the Dorse Street home. The 2 youths were treated in hospital for smoke inhalation. One has already been released. A search has begun for 3 police officers who were lost in the state's outback. The trio were working at Umawa and had been expected back just after lunchtime today. There's a chance they may be stranded by rising floodwaters, but a plane has been sent out to try and find them. And 2 teenage girls in Vietnam have been seriously hurt after a helicopter carrying a giant 6-ton stainless steel coffee cup hit a tree. The chopper was on its way to a coffee festival